bum, bam. Hey Drukers, how's it going? Watching the intro through once again. We'll be getting started in about 2 minutes. Go get the controller. Okay. So now, where were we? Not there. That's me. That's me making saves way ahead of time. Okay. Don't save over number 9. Hope I remember that. I gotta tell you guys, if you could see my notes in my notebook for the past few days, you would probably be appalled. But gotta make sure I max out all them confidants, man. It's craziness getting all this done, but we'll still get it done. Also, is that, I didn't notice this last time, but is that a turd sitting next to our, like, how does that even happen? Why would we pull a turd out of our hat? Well, you know what? I'm not even going to question it. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Persona 5, the Stream Edition. Last time, what did we do last time? We took care of Culture Festival here at the school and promptly attempted to ask for Akechi's help with clearing our names, and he was very okay with it, actually. He said that he had his own misgivings about the way the police force was doing things, and he wanted to help us to change Sai Nijima's heart, because she is the head of the investigation, and if she figures out who we are, we're all screwed! And also, the real culprit could probably kill her then, too, so let's not let that happen to Makoto's sister. And today, we are going to take care of doing stuff around town before we head to Sai's Palace. I'm going to be pushing Sai's Palace back quite a bit, probably farther than any other palace that we've done, other than maybe Kamoshida's. I think I did Kamoshida's pretty late as well, but we'll be pushing it back quite a bit. Yes, exactly that, Drukers, exactly that, sitting right there on the chalkboard. Somebody's got a very strange sense of humor. Anyway, so today, what we need to do is we need to, not get stuck on chairs, we need to head up to the roof. Because today we are starting on the final confidant in the game, and even though it's, only a little while to the end of the game now, it will still be able to max it out, so don't worry about that too much. We will still make it work. Haru, what's going on out here? How you doing?
Hi.
Plans for today, let's have a chat about these planters. Let's hang out. Yes, I'll tell you what I've told everybody else. I know exactly what I'm doing. No, I don't. Well, it kind of is. If in the grand scheme of things, it is, although I can't tell you why because you wouldn't believe me anyway, and you've seen some crazy shit just being a phantom thief already, so.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, let's stop by LeBlanc then.
I'm so glad.
Hey Conker, how's it going? So let's have a visit to LeBlanc with Haru and see what boss thinks of her vegetables.
Hello, Sakura-san. I'm sorry for asking this of you.
It's all good. Not like I have customers to deal with.
He even knows it himself. Oh, God.
So, this is what you grew?
Yes. I'd like an honest opinion from a culinary professional.
Culinary professional. I shouldn't laugh at that, but I am anyway. I suppose he is a professional, though, since this is how he's spending his retirement.
To be honest, both the taste and appearance are the opposite of what I'd call market grade.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, boss.
I see.
But it's impressive you managed to grow anything at all up on a rooftop.
Hey, Carbon, how's it going? Oh, Conquer, you beat P5 last night? Yeah. It's a good feeling, man. Definitely a good feeling. We'll be getting to that eventually here.
I'm honored
Not quite
to hear
yet,
you
but we'll
say
get
that.
there. I'm glad you enjoyed the game, though. That's a good thing.
You know, I can't say it tasted good, but it was actually somewhat refreshing. Kind of like how you feel good after taking bitter medicine.
What are you trying to say?
I first came across the plant in my house. It's possible that it's an experimental breed created for use at Okumura Foods.
Well, that could be interesting and probably useful.
Thank you very much.
You're a
for the
bit down.
input, Sakura-san.
Oh, that's no good.
I'll take
Hope you
that
feel
on
better
board.
there, man. Let me know if you want to talk about it. Strong energy, huh? I wonder what that's all about.
He's right. That was the same thought I had.
Yeah, and that's the thought that I just had a second ago.
I think I understand what Sakura-san meant when he said they were refreshing.
And what's that? Well, they'll tell you basically, yeah. So her vegetables restore SP, and they restore a lot of SP. So they'll be pretty useful.
I agree. I'm so happy. I didn't expect this hobby of mine to provide value to the Phantom Thieves.
Well, we seem to find help in the most unexpected
This
of
is
places.
actually
So,
the only thing I can honestly say I'm good at.
well, that's not very confident of you. It does sound like hard work, though.
Thank you for worrying about me, but I find the work relaxing. Hey, do you think you could help me out again sometime? Like you did today?
Sure, why not? I got nothing better to do.
It's a deal. We're like real Phantom Thieves.
Yeah, it's been that way for a month and a half now, Haru.
Okay, I'll do my best from now on.
Oh, did you? Good. That's good, Conquer. That's good. I'm glad that you got all that done. It's a really good thing to do on a fresh game because then you don't have to worry about it as much on a New Game Plus. There is a reason to max out Confidant still on a New Game Plus, but less of a reason than there is to do it on a fresh game, so. Yeah, that day is definitely ticking by slower, but I think we know why by this point. And that was the last one. Those vegetables were really good, though.
It seems you were probing into a certain conglomerate.
What do you mean by that?
There's the possibility you even infiltrated their company building. Perhaps some sort of connection?
What, with Okumura Foods? How do you know I didn't just grow the stuff in my room?
Tell me about this person.
You don't want to know, Sai. You don't want to know. It was literally the very last day. Oh my god. Well, that's good, though. You got it done. That's all that matters.
It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the Empress persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
And so, for sampling Haru's vegetables with Boss and letting her know what we think of them, we get rank 1 of the Empress Confidant, our final confidant that we have to get moving along with in the game, but hers doesn't really take very long to max out. Usually, every time you hang out with her, it's a rank up, so it's not a big deal. I think always, as long as you have an Empress persona with you. That's how it goes. But we also get a new ability with Haru, Cultivation, which lets us grow the vegetables that she was growing up on the roof there.
All right.
Which is very good, because they are very good. But yes, so she can help you with growing vegetables, and they have basically SP restoring effects when they're used as items, and they take a certain number of days to grow, then you get a crop, and then you're good to go. So basically, we'll be planting those occasionally. I'll be able to get 3 crops in between now and the end of the Sai Palace foray. And that should help us.
He was right. The taste leaves much to be desired.
Oh, you started New Game Plus today? Yeah, basically, you get certain items at the very end of the game there. And what those certain items do is they allow you to access certain things from the Confidant ranks that you would get in a fresh game without really having to do much with the Confidants. I'm not sure if you have to get rank 1 with them or not first. I think you do have to get rank 1 with them, but then you gain access to like a ton of their abilities. Not all of them, but I think you get most of the good ones from just that endgame item, so... But anyway, we got that one started, so that's good. Now we've got to spend tonight and the rest of our days between now and when I plan to go to Sai's Palace wisely.
You're back.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, is thirsty. Again, can't say I'm surprised. But tonight we are gonna go over here anyway. We need to spend some time with Chihaya, so that's what we're gonna go do. Okay, well I can wait. There was something I'd like to buy over in Shinjuku as well, but we'll buy it later. Yeah, you need rank 1. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought I remembered that being the stipulation. But I wasn't 100% sure. Okay, we don't need to do anything with the plant for quite a while, so that should be good. Let me go buy some silk yarn, actually. I don't think we're going to be able to do the Eternal Lockpick on this playthrough, but we might be able to.
What would you like?
Let's see. And then buy 1 tin clasp, so that way we stay even on those. And I decided, by the way, to, use the second Black Hogatana that we had. I'm going to use it for a transmutation for a weapon later on in the game. Quite late in the game, actually. But I'm not going to do anything with that just yet. It's not vitally important, but it is better than the other weapon that I was going to use for the person that I'm going to give it to. So we'll get that going eventually here. Now, I don't know if you may have noticed when I first started up the stream through there, but I've already gotten all of my business done from now until the 13th of November, which is the day that I plan to go into Mementos. So that's basically where I want to end up by the end of today's stream, is I want to end up right around here. I think we'll be able to get there, even though I'm, working on everybody's Confidant ranks and everything, but it shouldn't be a huge deal to go do. And I'd like to get Shinya's rank up one more time before I put Jetayu back into lockdown, so we'll do that. I did find out something interesting about lockdown, though, when I was doing that stuff, so I will show you what that is when we start working on that again. But on the actual file that I'll be loading up there, I got Null Sai on Jetayu finally as a lockdown ability, so worked out pretty nicely. Let's go to Shinjuku. I might get the time to make the Eternal Lockpick later on. I'm just not 100% sure if I'm actually going to spend the time to do it, that's all. We may actually, well, thinking about it this way, we need 6 aluminum sheets and 4 liquid mercury before 11/17 in order for me to be able to do that. Not necessarily because we won't have time, but because the way that I have the Confidant set up, I'm going to be doing Confidant and Palace stuff and Memento stuff up until 12/9. And then after 12/9 is going to be like a week, or like 8 days rather, worth of time that I'm literally just going to spend hanging out with the team at the very end of the game, because everything's going to be maxed out, everything's going to be done. We're probably going to work at Crossroads a few times. We'll probably go, spend hangout time with our companions and everything like that just before the end of the game. So I don't know, I might spend one night making the Eternal Lockpick, but I'm not 100% sure yet. We shall see. Let's do a verification test tonight. A different technique. I might happen to know a place, Chihaya, that we could go to get you some books. We could go to Booktown. I don't know what happens if you get to this point where you, like, don't have Booktown on your map or anything like that. I don't know if you could even continue without it, because I'm pretty sure you're required to go there to do this rank, but maybe not. Either way, we've got Booktown already, so it's fine. Let's invite her. Yeah, lots of older books in some of the bookstores there, so they might have some of the stuff that's out of print that you're looking for. Oh, probably. We went there at night previously with a friend, so...
Wow.
Yeah, they got pretty decent deals here. Oh, you're asking me. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll probably have a few nights like that, Conker. I'm not 100% sure yet. There was one night that I had specifically planned where I was going to show off training in your room, but I might actually use that night to make the Eternal Lockpick. I'm not 100% sure yet. There's also 3 nights that I'll be working at Crossroads towards the end of the game, so I might say only 2 of those nights I'll work at Crossroads, and I'll make the Eternal Lockpick one of those days instead, because we'll have a full schedule otherwise. I made sure that we had something to do every single day in the end game. But, well, if you're looking for books that could help out with people changing their fate for the more successful, then you need to read about successful people, so probably autobiographies of great people. Right. Because their lives weren't always full of success, so they could tell you how to turn things around. Right. Yeah, I know what you mean. You feel like you've read them and you're like, I know all of this stuff, so I'm going to help myself better myself now. And then it's like, you don't go do any of those things in the book. Okay, well, you'll definitely know the things that they're trying to say if you learn it that way. They say the best way to learn something is to teach others, so... Study of Destiny, huh? What a shock. I wouldn't even have thought, but I guess we'll go check it out. But now we can get Chihaya up to rank 7, so that's cool. You could always try working down here some days, Chihaya. You might get some different customers for yourself. Of course, I think she doesn't feel too strongly about the organization she's working for right now in the first place, so... maybe not. You did training in the room as well? Yeah, I should be fine. You're probably right. Kira, thanks for retweeting that stream notification. I appreciate it. Oh, cool. We got a seat on the train. Let's start reading Woman in the Dark, then. Not that I need to, but we will anyway. We're not going to finish all the books, either, on this particular playthrough. I might do it in New Game Plus, and I might not. I'm not really sure. At the very least, we may just read the books that we didn't read on regular old New Game, so... Yeah, she was a brazen one. We'll have to look at Melody's description at some point here. We gotta look at them for everybody's partners, I think. How far did I get? Not through the whole thing. Yeah, we're good. Made good time. That's what I'm thinking.
That's disappointing.
Is he saying that about his teaching career? Oh boy, that's not a good way to make the students in your class want to be a teacher there, Mr. Inui. You even went fishing at one point? Yeah, that's something that I don't think we'll be doing on this particular New Game cycle. Probably in New Game Plus we'll try it. I've never done it in this game, so it'll be an interesting little thing to do. I don't think the young people even say that word anymore, Mr. Inui. I'm pretty sure that was, like, tidally locked to the 90s. I'm wondering why you dug that up from the 1990s. Sure.
How you're doing.
Oh, it was a code. What language code was it from? The Da Vinci Code? Are you kidding me? It was from Thieves' Cant. The Thieves' Canto.
Oh, not bad.
What are you trying to say, Mr. Inouye? I guess so. I do have max knowledge, so I gotta be kind of diligent at least. So you're whack in the old days as a thief was your share of the loot. Yes, it's kind of like Parlay except with treasure, basically. Although I think Parlay was more of an agreement thing for pirates, so it might not be the best analogy. But anyway, we're at max knowledge anyway, so we didn't need that point, but we got it anyway. Are you saying then that we live in fair times? Because that's kind of, based on the cant that you were talking about, wouldn't that be the meaning? Oh, you didn't attempt to fight the Reaper? Okay, gotcha. I won't be legit fighting the Reaper on this file. I will be probably cheese fighting the Reaper, but not legit fighting him.
I see.
I will show how to do that, though. Not yet, but eventually. That's because he dug it up out of the 1990s, Morgana. Okay, what are we doing today? I was gonna say, are we texting in class, but nope.
Hey,
I guess we're hanging out at the hideout to talk about the stuff that we gotta do at the palace. This actually helps, though, because I was planning on going back to Young Jaya today anyway, because we gotta hang out with Futaba, so... yeah, more recently. I mean, we've used plenty of other places, but they were all too out in the open. Yep. In reality, though, the deadline is actually, in terms of having any free time to go do stuff, you have to have an infiltration route secure by the end of the day on November 17th. Because the 18th, there's a team meeting. The 19th, they send the calling card, and the 20th is when the operation gets carried out. That's all story rigid. Like, there's no way for you to do anything those days. So just, you got to get it done by the 17th, and we will. But yeah, he's pretty tough, Conquer, but he's not terribly tough. But like I said, I'll show a way that you can cheese him on this particular New Game cycle, but we'll fight him legit in actual New Game Plus, because we'll have a better opportunity to do so.
Yes.
Oh, so what you're saying is that they have to get through all the red tape first, basically, right? Yeah. Well, he works in internal affairs to some extent, so, or at least he works with them. Okay, well, that's fair. Cool. So our little insider here seems to be working out pretty nicely for us there. Anyway, we can hold a meeting, but pretty much everything they said there was the important stuff. But let's give it a try. Right.
Okay, time for the meeting.
Yep, we will work on that, Futaba. And we are slightly low-leveled for all this stuff, but it's fine. We'll be fine.
All right, our meeting will end here.
And that's going to do it for today.
Huh?
Yep, we're done for today, everybody. Take 5, or really, take 11 more days. So, but we had the meeting. Futaba's available right over here, actually. So that's where we're going to go. Hey there, little sis. What's up?
welcome back.
Well, let's hang out. Yeah, I'm sure.
Really?
Oh, okay. You want to go talk about it? Okay. Yeah, let's go have a chat.
Thanks.
Okay, sounds good. Let's have a chat about Kana-chan then. Oh, did you? Yeah, basically you can make any persona good with strengthening like that. So it's especially helpful for low-leveled personas because they're much easier to get maxed or very high stats in the stats that you want because they have so many levels worth of strengthening to go. So I have a different curse damage dealer in mind, but I'll show it off once we get to that level. Sorry, I gotta blow my nose real quick. Sometimes I wish I had one of those fancy mics where I could just turn the volume off, like by clicking a button on the back of it or something. But unfortunately, I do not. Oh, really? Well, that's not good. Yeah. Yeah, depending on what you're using to strengthen him, it can get pretty crazy what you end up getting. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. Come on, Futaba, spit it out. We gotta figure this out. Oh, boy. Well, that's not cool. Ew. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, we gotta stop that. That's not cool, man. Right, exactly. Oh, did she? Well, that's close enough for me, especially considering what's going on. Oh. Okay, what's the solution? Oh, okay, that's resourceful of you. Nice. So her parents are Kota and Asami Magario. Okay. Cool. So we can go and take care of their shadows and we'll be good to go. Alright. Yeah, definitely not. So, yeah, I will help. We will show them the true error of their ways.
Thanks.
Hey, no problem, little sis.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, okay, that sounds good then. Yeah, it works for me. Now, I didn't need anything in return, but it's cool. And so, for agreeing to help Futaba with Kana-chan's parents, the miserable people that they are, we get rank 7 of the Hermit Confidant and get a new ability, Treasure Reboot. So basically, what might happen when you're in the palaces, or I think it can happen in Mementos too, is Futaba will basically, at the end of a battle, well, once you get back out into the world map, be like, you know what, hang on, let me refresh the area for you or something like that, and then it'll be like a big flash of light, and then all of the treasure that you stole from previously will be available to steal again. So it's helpful if you need to use loot to get lots of money, but we have obviously other ways of getting lots of money, so it's not a big deal. It helps out though. Every little bit of money we get will help, so. It can happen in Mementos? Okay, gotcha. I don't think I've had it happen that often in Mementos. That's probably why I don't recall. Okay, well, I will give you a call when we're ready to go to Mementos to take care of that. And also for doing rank 7 of the Hermit Confidant, we get another request in Mementos, this one for Futaba and her friend. Daughter's just a meal ticket. Well, she won't be a meal ticket for long.
Bye now.
Later, Futaba. Okay. Tonight we gotta go hang out with Hifumi, so that's what we'll go do.
You're back.
Probably texting me, yep. Okay, so we'll go hang out with Hifumi for tonight. And then tomorrow... tomorrow we need to go and hang out with Shinya before I put Jetoyu back into lockdown, but I also need to go and start up our first crop with Haru there, so we'll go do that too. Maybe, yeah, because I don't think it triggers because of if insta-kill triggers, so... Because you gotta get into a fight for it to happen. And more often than not in Mementos, I end up just proccing insta-kill in a lot of cases, so... It's one of those skills, though, man, you know, it's... It makes Mementos feel smaller, I guess, than it actually is, in a way. Because a lot of the enemies that you fight are from earlier on in the game, so you end up not really... At least the way that I do Mementos stuff, you know, if you go and fight... Like, if you were to do, say... Size Palace and then immediately go into Mementos after it unlocks the next area and do that, where the enemies from Size Palace would be, then you probably have a different experience. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Conquer. All right, off to Kanda Church to play a match with Hifumi. And we'll go from there. I think I've mentioned it, but you can actually take people to the confession booth in the church there, and you can have them remember old skills that you may have forgotten. It does spend time, though, so I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to keep everybody's skill list pretty much where I want it to be through the whole game. There's nothing in particular that I would need to remember for right now, so...
Good evening.
Okay, so let's play a match with Hifumi, and then we'll
Thank
move
you
on
very
with her
much.
confidant. I think this will get us to rank 7 for hers, so that's good.
Check.
Damn, defeated again. The ultimate Togo Kingdom. Well, that's just great. I don't know what that means, Hifumi, but okay, I'm glad that you appreciate the fact that I'm improving. I somehow doubt that. Oh, really? Okay, well, that's a good goal. Yeah, there you go. Well, that's normal. That's normal, Hifumi. It is, it is normal to be scared of that sort of stuff, but you never know. You might have some good luck, you might have some bad luck. It just kind of depends on the situation, It may end up being something that either one of you could win, basically, because your skills are good, their skills are good, they're a professional, they have experience, but you have your determination, so could go one way or the other. Right, exactly.
All right.
That's the spirit. Yeah, I think you can do it. Okay, sure.
Thank
Play
you
another
very
one.
much.
Got to keep you practicing so you're ready for the match, and got to keep me practicing so I can learn new moves from Mementos. So, okay, sounds useful. And so, for talking over Hifumi's match that she has coming up with that professional shogi player, we get rank 7 of the Star Confidant, and we get another new ability, Nari Keen, which increases the amount of money that you earn if you beat a battle that you ambush the enemy in one turn, which, combined with a money reading with Chihaya, makes the amount of money you can get in some palace battles quite ridiculous. I don't think we'll particularly be using that combination, money reading plus Nari Keen, anytime soon, but Nari Keen is active without having to pay any money, so it's going to be good regardless. We will probably use that, we probably won't use that combination, money reading plus Nari Keen, until the next palace, not Size Palace, just because of the mechanics of how Size Palace works.
All right.
But it's a very good ability, so. Okay. Are you giving me that piece, Hifumi? That's not...
I'll start.
Oh, you're giving it to yourself. Never mind. Great.
All right.
Thank you for today.
Sometimes the matches that we play with Hifumi just remind me of the days when I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And they weren't really competitive tournaments. They were just like we played against other people at the mall that was near our house, and we got utterly destroyed 9 times out of 10. So,
Hey,
tweren't no good. Yeah, I'll chat with them about it later, but for today. So Haru's up at the school today, even though it's a holiday, and that's why we're going to start our first crop with her there. We're not actually going to go, and hang out with her today. Because we need to hang out with Shinya one more time to get his Mementos request, so... Yes, exactly, Conquer. Yep, and it's very good for... The addition of Baton Pass makes Narikeen very easy to pull off if you ambush the enemy, so it really helps.
I should write something.
Let's see here. I can save 4 times between now and then. So if I save, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can't save today. I can save tomorrow though. Okay, well that's fine. Oh, what holiday is it today, by the way? Let's check it. Culture Day. Okay. But Shinya's available, and so is Haru. But we are going to go hang out with Shinya because we got to get him ranked up one more time in order to take care of his Mementos request. Well, get his Mementos request, so that's what we'll do. But first, let's go to the school. We will go up to the roof and start up our first crop with Haru. I'm going to do like a mixture of the crops that she has available. I think she only ever has like 2 crops available, if I remember right, but both of them are really good, and I'm going to use both of them somewhat often anyway. I'll put them in basically for growing whenever I can. So it's a sunny day. It's November, so it's probably cooler, but it's sunny, so let's go outside and head to the other side of the station to get to Oyama Ichome, right? Yeah. And I'm actually thinking, based on the schedule that I have planned out for in a little while, we may actually have Mishima's Confidant completely maxed out before we do all of his Mementos requests. I don't know the exact triggers for all of his Mementos requests there, in terms of what requests are required to get a rank up with him, because you don't even, like I said before, have to do all of the requests that he gives you, like at particular ranks, in order to rank up his Confidant there. But after our next excursion in Mementos, which is going to be on the 13th, we should have plenty of missions done to get his rank up, so... Well, there's Haru. Hey, Haru, what's up? Yeah, let's head up to the roof. Okay, cool. Let's go up that way, then. I see you got the planters all set.
Good day.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is where you'll be planting the vegetables. She'll tell you what day they're able to be harvested, and then you can come back and plant some more. So that'll be good. So yeah, let's do some vegetables today. But yes, we can grow moonlight carrots and sun tomatoes. I don't know how she's growing them in the middle of the fall, but okay, fine. No big deal, I suppose. But let's grow moonlight carrots first. We'll get a couple of those done, and then we'll get some sun tomatoes done. Moonlight carrots are kind of like, I think Soul Food is the right one, where it restores all of your SP. And then Sun Tomatoes restore 100 SP to all of your allies. So they're both really good. Not that we don't have enough SP restoring items just from all of the Confuse grinding that we've been doing in the game, but these will help out in keeping us that way, so... You could at least help out there a little bit, Saizo. I think we got all the bottles, actually, Dad, so... But anyway, yeah, so the Moonlight Carrots will be ready to go on the 7th of November. So we'll be back here. Actually, we're hanging out with Haru that day, so we'll be back here anyway to take care of that. But anyway, let's head back out now. Am I going to end up in the school building? Or no, I'm outside. Okay. I figured because it was a holiday, but I've never actually walked when I did that. I usually just fast traveled off of the roof. So, now that we did that, let's go hang out with Shinya. Yeah, I prefer the carrots as well because they're actually fairly easy to get. and they're full SP restores, so I usually try to do more of those. The Sun Tomatoes are pretty good, though. Like, I usually try to save the carrots for the main character, in this case, Saizo, because he's usually the one that needs the SP restoratives, and just because the carrots are only one person's SP restore doesn't make that much of a difference. But there are occasions where I've used a ton of MP on my other characters, and the amounts that they get back from SP restorative items don't quite cut it. So that's where I'll have the Sun Tomatoes available, so that way I can have them just in case, as a backup. I doubt, though, that we'll even really need all of the vegetables, because we'll practically have enough. Just, I mean, like, look at how many SP restorative items we already have. We have this many Snuff Souls, Chewing Souls, Soul Foods, and then this Sakura Ame Zaiku. Yeah, it's a candy shaped like a cherry blossom. And we have these already, and then we're going to get a few more of these from a Mementos request that we're getting soon. So just those alone will probably do us for the rest of the entire game. So that's that. Let's go in here. Yeah, that's also a good use for them, because your main healers may need that SP if they're healing everybody, every now and then. So, let me, pardon me for one moment, I have to close the door, but after that we'll hang out with Shinya. I don't think that door actually has an effect on my acoustics, but better safe than sorry, right? What's up, Shinya? Well, actually, I have a solution for you, and I will tell you all about it right here. Here's a calling card for you, brah. I got this from the Phantom Thieves. Yep. Something like that. Well, not necessarily. I mean, what do you think she is, Shinya? I mean, that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
I think she's having a hard time of it right now. Well, people fluctuate, Shinya. They're not all good or all bad. There's shades of gray there. Oh, come on, man. Like, you were so into the Phantom Thieves before. I mean, I know that things have happened with them, but you gotta believe, man. You gotta believe that they'll succeed. Right, exactly.
Hey.
Yeah, that's the idea. Okay, well, good. I'm glad that you took the job for us, because frankly, you're the only one who could do it without me getting accused of stalking you again. Excuse me. What do you mean? Oh, come on, Shinya. That has nothing to do with it.
But...
Right, exactly. Well, she's just having a rough time of it, that's all. Well, let's not let her break, then, Shinya. You can be strong for each other. Right. Well, yeah, I think that's admirable. You're just doing what you think is best for your mother, that's all.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right, that's all it is. We just want to give her some help. Okay, can do, Shinya. Don't worry about it. Forget about it. Oh, your strongest move, huh? Okay, that sounds good. What's your strongest move, Shinya? Rank 8 of the Tower Confidant? No, not exactly. But for getting rank 8 of the Tower Confidant, we get a new ability, Electric Slug, which increases how much damage you deal when you get a bullet hail, which combined with all of the ambush stuff that we've already gotten previously makes it a very powerful skill. The Electric Slug may essentially allow you to get a bullet hail in a battle and shave off half of the enemy's HP in one go. It's pretty ridiculous, so it's definitely going to be useful to us, so. Yeah, that's pretty much me, Conker. I like him as a character, I just don't like the voice actor they chose for him, but I mean, yeah, you know. He's a side character, so, you know, they're not gonna hire Laura Bailey to voice Shinya Oda, like Kid Trunks or something, you know. Oh, pfft. I didn't even know you were crying there, man. But yeah, we get some extra kindness for this rank as well. If you need it, it's there.
All right.
Later.
Later, Shinya. And tonight, our schedule's a little weird right now, but it should be okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right, still. Oh, I guess somebody else had a mental shutdown. Oh my god. That's no good. Yeah, our schedule's a little funky right now, but it should be pretty much back on track in not too long.
You're back.
Oh shit, my phone! Well, yeah, I mean, they're just going by the information they have, which is all false, so. Huh. Well, obviously. So you think the true culprit is trying to make sure we take all the blame. We're taking the fall for them. Yeah, it's kind of unforgivable. Right. Right, exactly, Futaba. Mm-hmm. Okay. Right, yeah, that's the first thing, but then we'll work on the true culprit after we kind of clear our names there and, you know, prevent her from being vulnerable to a mental shutdown herself. And, I mean, in the process of changing her heart, we may actually end up finding the true culprit anyway, so. Like, if it's anything like Okumura, we could just hang around after we beat Sai's shadow and then wait to see if they come along to try to assassinate her shadow. Then we could be like, ha! Gotcha! Kind of doubtful at this point there, Akechi. You can't have a palace anymore, so. I actually don't have time today there, boss, but I will have time soon. Now, just remember that Mishima's available on Thursdays because that's when I'm planning on hanging out with him. Is pretty much, I don't know if it's every Thursday from now on, but it'll be quite a few Thursdays from here until the end of the game, so. But apparently he's thought about what he's done previously with that request with the actor, so hopefully he's thought about it enough to be like, well, you know, maybe it's not such a great idea. But Chihaya is available tonight, and this is where the schedule's a little messed up about, because we're gonna go hang out with her. Now that will get us, what will that get us with her? That'll get us the Mementos request with her, right? No, that'll get us to rank 7. The next one will get us the Mementos request with her. And then we got this one already. So this one needs another hangout. This one needs a couple of hangouts. I think EY's ready to be ranked up, though. Yeah, he is. And then Oya also needs to be hung out with until we get her request, so that's a thing. And we'll be getting Hifumi's soon as well. Mishima will have another one for his Confidant available at rank 8, but we probably won't get him to rank 8 before we go to Mementos again. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you right now, we definitely will not get him to rank 8 before we go to Mementos again. It's okay, though, because we should be able to actually still get him up on rank before then, and I think actually we'll be able to max him out before, like, after we go to Mementos the next time, just based on the number of missions we're doing. So we should be okay, regardless of anything. At least according to the schedule FAQ when I was looking at it, like when they did it, the latest request that they did for Mishima when they got him to rank 10 was like, I think the killer who cleans up trash, if I remember right. I think they had Man of Many Faces and Debts, which is his next one that you get for his thing at rank 8, but I'm pretty sure you can still max them out without doing that one, but we'll see. Where am I going? Shinjuku. Okay. let's hang out with Chihaya, see what she's got to say about the ADP there. Getting a lot of strange death auras, huh? Well, that's not good. What, are you afraid he's gonna visit again? Are you gonna have me beat him up or something? Well, probably indirectly eventually when we get her Mementos request, yeah, but you know. Okay. Ah, our usual hangout spot. Okay. Oh, really? Well, what weren't you honest about? Okay, that's fair. Spill the beans, Chihaya. Right. So the earthquake actually happened after you predicted it? Really? Oh my god. What's the, It's like the folklore behind, Absol, the Pokemon, where it, predicts disasters, but everybody blames it for the disasters. I don't remember what that's based on, though. It's some folklore thing. I think it's Japanese folklore. But she's got the same thing going for her there. I'd have to look it up. I might have to look it up after this. Oh, Jesus. Had to have been tough on your family. Oh my god! What the hell? They burned your house down? That sucks. Right. Oh, is he? Okay. Wow, that's pretty perceptive of him, but I guess you did say he is a psychic, so... Sounds like he gave you a home, almost. Of course, thinking about what happened with Makoto and Makoto's friend there, like in her confidant, you could also say that that could be... It could be that he's roping her in the same way that, what was his name, Tsukasa was doing with Aiko, so... But I mean, genuinely, Chihaya does have these psychic abilities that he's talking about, so maybe he's not completely bullshitting her, just somewhat. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody does, but unless they're gullible as hell like some of your customers. You just wanted to be useful, huh? I don't think you're a monster, so... Well, you were just doing what you needed to in order to stay alive out here. It's a dog-eat-dog world. No, I don't think so. I think you're being too hard on yourself. Well, your fortune was wrong. Something as simple as that, huh? I think my willpower just is too much for your fortunes.
I've made up my mind.
Okay, so what are you gonna do about it? There you go. Be the whistleblower, Chihaya.
Thank you very much.
Well, you just needed to air out your thoughts, that's all. Alright, cool. I will have to talk to you about other readings. Not soon, but eventually. Let's see here. I guess kinda soon. Especially about the reading that we're about to be able to get. Forgetting... Drumroll, please. Rank 7 of the Fortune Confidant with Chihaya, because we get this new reading ability, Affinity Reading, which increases the number of music notes that you receive. Technically, it's sort of the way... It works in the same way that Luck Reading works with social stats, except it increases how many points you get towards a Confidant each time you hang out with them. So I'll be using that fairly liberally for a few specific confidants in order to absolutely 100% make sure that they get their next rank without me having to hang out with them in between. I don't think that some of the affinity readings I'm going to do are going to be entirely necessary, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, so that's why we're going to do it. So that's how that's going to work. Yes, it's a big lifesaver, Conquer. It makes it so much easier. You can practically, if you use it, you can practically skip some of the hangouts in between ranks, so it's really helpful, especially towards the end game here. So as you're closing in on the end and you're like, I don't know if I'm going to have enough time, but we'll be good. We'll be good. Right, so you're going to have to figure out a plan. Well, that's not good. He's obviously someone with some sort of power. Not psychic power necessarily, but actual, like, socio-economic power. Okay, you try to figure something out, and we'll see if it'll work next time we talk to you. Sounds like a plan, Chihaya. Next day. We'll save today. Excuse me.
My,
Hey, Haru, what's up? Yeah, outlaws all around. Right. We aren't gonna do that today. Like I said, I have a plan, somewhat. So it's gonna seem weird, but I know exactly when we're gonna go in, and today's not the day.
yes.
No, I know. It's a lot. It's a lot to bear, but we'll get this done. Yep.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Yep, and that's basically what I'm gonna be doing, Conquer. It's gonna save us a lot of trouble, I think, so. Yeah, about that, Miss Chono. In your dreams, maybe. Oh, do they? Oh, what am I looking at? Uh-huh.
How about you?
So club is a club. Diamonds is a gem. Spades is a sword. So what is hearts? Well, you might think that it's heart or apple. Either one could be plausible in that case. But actually, hearts is the most quote-unquote powerful suit in a 52-card deck because the heart is the Holy Grail.
This is it.
I know that sounds ridiculous, but yes, it was originally a cup, and the cup was the Holy Grail. Yep, exactly. So the heart suit is essentially, if you read into it this way, it's for clergymen like pastors and cardinals and all of those people, the people who generally held sway over the other three suits, basically. Right. The Joker cards. We'll get to that in a minute.
Nice going.
All right.
Kira, thanks for hosting the stream. I appreciate it. That's definitely possible. Probably 52-card decks originated, I would think anyway, from tarot card decks, if I would have to guess. I would think tarot card decks would be older than the regular playing card decks that we have nowadays, but I don't know. Right.
Yeah.
Evening, Kira. How's it going? Yeah, Mona is probably... I don't want to shit on your parade there, Morgana, but Mona doesn't exactly have the kind of badass ring that some of our names have, so... It's a good name, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's not... It's no Joker, is what I'm saying. Yusuke wants to hang out today, okay. And Ryuji probably wants to go to the palace. Yep. Ain't doing that today, though. Pretty good? That's good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Still a little tired from my trip this weekend, but I actually think I know why I was so tired yesterday. I was quite tired over the weekend, and I was quite tired yesterday, but I figured out I didn't bring my multiple vitamins that I take once a day on my trip, and those have 2,500 IU of vitamin D3, which are supposedly good in terms of keeping your energy levels high. So me not taking that for a couple days practically gave me withdrawal from it, which is not good, but I took one this morning, so it's all good. Just build myself back up again. It was only a couple of days, but obviously it had enough of a dramatic effect to make me want to sleep a lot, so... But now I'm good. So let's go hang out with Yusuke today. Yeah, it's... Sometimes those vitamins can have a pretty powerful effect on your body if you don't take them. It's more noticeable if you don't take them, obviously. Because then all of a sudden you're like, why do I feel so lethargic? It's like I'm missing something, and that's what it is. You don't have a complete set of the vitamins and minerals that your body needs. So that's why I take the multiple vitamins anyways, because I don't get all of what I need from my diet sometimes. So I try to supplement that in a way. Just got done watching the Ubisoft conference. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that we wouldn't have too many people on the stream for a little while there because a lot of people will be watching all of the E3 stuff. I, to be honest with you, haven't really been following it that closely. I'll have to look at all the stuff that happened over the weekend at some point. I don't know when that some point is going to be, but we'll figure that out soon. Anything interesting on the Ubisoft conference? I can't say that there was anything that I was looking forward to from it, but, you know, they might surprise me. Let's hang out, Yusuke.
Why?
But why? Do you plan on sabotaging us? Slow your roll, Yusuke. I know what I'm doing. We've done this before. Okay, let's hang out with Yusuke then. See what he wants to do. Oh, okay, sure. Let's head into Mementos then. Probably same as we've been doing before. Haven't really been following the E3 stuff? Gotcha. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. It's a weird thing with me, but I don't really get hyped up for a lot of games anymore. I honestly sort of prefer it that way, though, because then I feel like I enter into a game that I'm like, oh yeah, you know what, I'm going to play that. Then I enter into it with kind of low expectations. I'm not like, you know, super psyched for it, so... I kind of enjoy that better than getting hyped up and having super ridiculously high expectations and then having them get stomped all over, like in Dark Souls 2! But that was the last game that I really got super hyped over. Didn't really live up to the expectations I had, but that's neither here nor there. I'll talk about that when we actually play Dark Souls 2, eventually. New Assassin's Creed game, new Trials, Drive Club 2, Mario & Rabbids Donkey Kong DLC. Yeah, nothing that really trips my trigger. I played Assassin's Creed 3 and I liked that one. And I'll probably play... I should probably play at least one Assassin's Creed game for the stream at some point. But I don't know when that's going to be. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, Kira. It's kind of like... It's easier because you're like, you know what, I'm going to buy it and play it no matter what. So, I mean, I don't mind being excited for it. So I totally get you. Well, maybe this is one of the confidant missions. Maybe we should go inside and take care of it. The distorted heart of man, Yusuke. Right. That's what we've been trying to figure out. Well, it can be both, as we've said.
What are your thoughts?
Well, I think your mother painted the Sayuri to celebrate you, to be honest with you. I mean, you were just born, and you were such a big part of her life, so probably to represent you and how she felt about you. That's what I think. Like E3 because of the spectacle. Yeah, it does get pretty interesting, some of the stuff that they do in there. I heard Bethesda's conference was pretty good, but I haven't watched any of it, to be honest, so... In terms of the spectacle, especially. That's what I've heard.
But
Okay, so what else do you think, Yusuke? Well, right, it does kind of change depending on the viewer. Well, that's why you just gotta broaden your horizons, man. Right.
how could this be?
Okay, but you found it again, so now we can go from there. Sounds like you've found your message that you want to spread, Yusuke. Sounds like you know what you want to paint now.
Yes.
Well, what are friends for, right? Well, cool. I'll be looking forward to it. You say it like you're not going to totally paint it in like 5 minutes. I'm going to see it next week. Seriously, though, we are going to see it next week in the game. But not next week in real life, because we're pretty close to being able to see it in the game now, because we just got rank 9 of the Emperor Confidant, and now Yusuke has the Protect ability, which lets him shield Joker from an attack that would kill him otherwise.
All right.
And Yusuke's ready for rank 10 whenever we are, so we can work on that there. Bethesda's was great, Devolver's was good, Xbox had the best in years, Ubisoft was big and dumb but enjoyable, EA's was the most awkward. I had a feeling EA's would be kind of awkward. But it's good that, you know, that some of the different companies are having pretty good years there. It's usually good when they can kind of come out of it feeling like they were painted in a positive light, you know what I mean? So... Sure it's not the Sword of Mana? No, that's a different game. Okay. We should probably leave Yusuke before we get ambushed. Again. Now, there's that Kawanabe fellow. Well, not exactly, but... fight anymore. Something tells me he doesn't have a whole lot of faith in him. But maybe he's just doing that thing where he was trying to provoke Yusuke on purpose, like he did before, to kind of tell him to be like, well, you know, maybe if I provoke him, he'll paint better. Right, that's all it is, Yusuke. Okay, you let me know when that's ready to go, and I will come to see it. I will go to the exhibition with you. And tonight, like most Friday nights, is going to be a Yusuke Oya day, so... Oh, Shinya gave his mom the calling card. Oh boy, but we also get the request for Shinya in Mementos now, a mother's aggression. We'll be getting requests left and right for the next couple of days there, just to get a bunch of them all out of the way at once, so... Oh yeah, I would like new info! We have new info for her today, so we're gonna go see her. What else do I have to do today? So today would be a day, by the way, where since Shinya is rank 8 now, I would say today would be a good day to go and put Jetayu, if you're following along exactly with me, in lockdown so that you can get the Null Psi ability as quickly as possible. Basically what you can do, today counts as one of the days that you can go and put him into lockdown for, so you can put him in today, go through tomorrow, and then Sunday, excuse me, and on Sunday you can let him out and he'll have a new skill. And basically you save today, and then you go to that day. If it's not the skill that you want, reload, redo the stuff until you get it, and then go from there. I actually have Null Psi on the file that I already have saved that's in Mementos already, so I don't have to worry about that. I actually, when I did it, I ended up doing it twice. I basically put them in, took them out, then put them in again the same day and took them back out again. And the second time I did it, that was when I got null psi. So all worked out for the best for us. And now we're gonna, I'm not even gonna worry about that, but I will tell you, if you're following along to a T, like exactly with what I'm doing, or if you just need a null psi ability and you want to use Jetayu to do it, that would be the best way to do it, is wait until Shinya is about rank 8 or maybe 9, and then just save, do a couple of days where you have him in lockdown, take him out. If it's not the skill you want, then do that from there. And just go back and then go forward. Okay. Tonight we're going to go hang out with Oya, and then we will go from there. And this weekend, we're actually going to go, there's an event that you can do this weekend with one of our confidants. We don't need to do the event in order to rank them up, but I'm going to go do it anyway just because it's not a bad little scene. So, let's go to Shinjuku. Yes, and it still counts towards hangouts with other people if it's in your party. So you don't need to get another tower persona if that's, if that's what you're using it for. Okay, so Oya tonight, and we'll hang out with Haru tomorrow. Tomorrow morning. Hey Oya, what's up? Actually, it was the opposite direction. Are you drunk enough that you're getting your timeline mixed up, or what? Okay. Then, yeah, let's take a break, and we'll chat with Oya about some of the leads we have. Just a water for me, Lala. It's fine. Sounds like you're overworked. Yeah. Okay, well that's good. What do you mean by that? So, you just think they're legit, or what? We actually don't need an affinity reading at this rank, Conquer. This is because this rank is rank 7. Any positive response towards her at this rank will get us access to rank 8. At rank 8, though, I'm going to be getting an affinity reading before I talk to her, because I want to make sure that between ranks 8 and 9, I don't have to hang out with her. And then let me see. Let me look at who I'm getting an affinity reading for. Yeah, Oya at rank 8. Shinya at rank 9, just to be 100% sure. And that's it until after Sai's Palace. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other affinity readings that I'll be getting with people. Just to ensure 100% that they are ready for their next ranks. But yeah, I will be getting one for Oya the next time we hang out with her after her Mementos request is done. So I got it all planned out. Well, yeah. Well, that's good, I think. What do you mean you used to be? Right. Oh, probably. I do seem to have that effect on people. Maybe you're becoming a fan of your own. Uh-oh. Well, maybe she's in witness protection or something. Who was that, anyway? Yeah, what was that all about? Oh, okay, well, at least it wasn't your boss. He flaked out on you? That's no good. Right, but I think she wanted more. Oh, God. Ugh. Caught us at the worst possible time, didn't he? That's why he didn't want to get more involved, because the chief cut him off. That sucks. Well, it's not a wild goose chase, obviously, because she may be in trouble, even. Oh my god. I mean, he is the chief, so he can kind of do whatever he wants. Does she have a union, Lala? Because if she doesn't, well... Holy shit, you better... I'm gonna slap the shit out of you, boy. You better not meet me in a dark alley, and by that I mean in Mementos, because I'm gonna beat the crap out of you. You do not insult Lala-chan in front of me, because you about to get slapped, boy. Okay, and obviously he did something to Kaio, because she's not, you know... Well, okay, oh yeah, hold on. Hold on. Oh, damn. It's funny how, as soon as he's met with any kind of confrontation, he just squeals like a little pig. Well, yeah, obviously.
Shit.
I don't think that's gonna solve the problem there, oh yeah. I know, it's frustrating, but we'll get him some other way. Yep, exactly. Yeah, she will mess you up, and I'll mess you up with her, so... Well, good. I'm glad that you're not going to stop fighting for Kaio, since that's the important part here. Yes, for helping Oya to not completely knock her boss's lights out, we get rank 7 of the Devil Confidant. And we get a new ability, Outrageous Scoop, which is just the same thing she's been giving us, except a little better.
All right.
So that's fine, I guess. Ideally, you don't need that, but you know. Well, obviously. I mean, that would get to anybody, especially if they were, you know, in a situation like you. Well, you know, oh yeah, I mean, I am pretty good at it, but you're okay at, I mean, I don't even know how I would say this with a straight face. This is a totally cynical and sarcastic option. I mean, she's going to take it seriously, but, well, you know, you'll see. This is the correct response, though, basically. You've got your own sense of charm, oh yeah. And I use charm loosely. Obviously, sarcasm doesn't translate well into a video game, though. Yeah, that is kind of the big thing. Then I guess we'll have to hang out more, won't we? Oh boy.
Give me some news.
Okay, sure. Now that we've, you know, taken 7 million years to get through her Confidant rank. Gotta blow my nose again, hold on. And we get 3 charm for this rank as well. It's not necessary, though, because by this point, if you really need it, then God help you. Because by this point, if you need it, well, you've got enough people to hang out with, basically, at this point, that's not really a very good thing. Likelihood of you getting Makoto's rank all the way up is... I mean, you could probably still do it, but it's kind of low. Anyway. That takes care of that. Is the admin an accomplice? Deleted by admin. Nice little string of comments there. Oh boy. Everybody thinks that Mishima has something to do with it. That's not good. Okay, let's finish reading Woman in the Dark. We probably aren't going to read Medjed Menace or, what's the other one that we have? We have some other one that increases knowledge as well, but we won't be reading those ones. We're going to read The Great Thief, and there's one other book that I want to read, so... Yes, exactly, Conquer, because you don't have to worry about getting your social stats up, so you don't have to use as many nights doing that. I've already started jotting down in my notes for the game some ideas on what I'm going to be doing in New Game Plus. I kind of want to do, I want to, obviously focus on getting the confidants up that I want to get up there. I kind of want to do all of the crossword puzzles and go see all of the movies in the movie theaters there. I'm not sure if we're going to see all of the movies from DVDs or read all the books or play all the video games just yet. I'm not 100% sure on that. It just kind of depends. I also kind of want to get all of Sojiro's trivia on coffee and curry because he has a ton of trivia on coffee and curry. So it's going to be... I'd like to see all of it, basically. But I don't know what else we're going to do. Maid Cafe, I think there's a couple of different responses you can get there, so probably do that. I don't know what else yet. But I do plan on stopping the stuff in New Game Plus once we beat the secret boss, so... Yeah, we got more proficiency from that book if you honestly needed it. I mean, you may at this point because you need rank 5 proficiency in order to even get to Haru's confidant, so you could use Woman in the Dark to get those last few points if you really need to. And I believe today is also a day where you can slack off in class, so that'll get you even more proficiency. Yep.
Class is starting.
Well...
Yeah, study on our own, huh? Right.
What do you want to do?
Well, let's make some infiltration tools, my fine furry friend. What do I want to make today? I think today we'll take the time to make some treasure traps. You can make more than one in this little instance there. Like, you only craft it once, but you can make more than one in this at a time here. So, and we do need at least one of these for later, so we'll make some. Yeah, let's make a treasure trap.
For real?
Yeah, going pretty good. We got 3 treasure traps, alright.
Hey!
And a couple extra proficiency for it, so that's good. Again, if you needed it, it's there for you. Yes, they are available for purchase once you get to the Velvet Room. I think they're slightly more expensive, if I remember right, because you're a lower level, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So.
All right.
I haven't done too much experimenting with New Game Plus, unfortunately, in any of the Persona games, so I'll have to figure that out.
Yep.
When we get there. Yeah, I got some free time, so we're good. Nope, texting in class. Let's see what we've got. Oh, you mean like she was before when we were taking care of your father's heart? Like... Oh, did you? Find anything useful? Really? Yeah, apparently so. What's that? Well, yeah, probably. It just means we'll have to be more careful, though, right? It's kind of ominous. Yeah, exactly, Conquer. It's in New Game Plus, you can kind of break the game a bit because you can basically hold on to a lot of the personas that you had from previously. So even if it's on Merciless difficulty, I don't know necessarily that New Game Plus will be that difficult, I guess, for us. I don't know yet. I don't know how I'm going to handle that. Let's see, who's today? So today we should probably go and turn in our book there, Woman in the Dark, because I still need to read The Great Thief, so I'm going to go do that after I blow my nose real quick. There we go. Spent some time outside just before I started up the stream there. Right before I took a shower. I took a shower and then immediately started the stream up basically after that. So I think there's still some pollen and stuff stuck up my nose, which is disgusting. It's what's making me feel all sniffly and stuffed up. Anyway, let's go get another book. And then once we get another book, we'll go up to the roof. Hang on with Haru. Today's 11:05, so our carrots aren't quite done yet, but we'll get there. Let me return this book, and then borrow a different one. Yeah, that's what I figured it was going to happen, was that it wouldn't be terribly difficult because you kind of inherit a lot, so... Well, let's borrow the Great Thief. Again, you know, we've had it before, but we'll actually read it this time. Just for the lols. Because we don't really actually need it. Okay, up to the roof we go. Hang out with Haru. Help her out with the vegetables. And then we'll be good. Look like they're almost done, actually.
My.
Yeah, let's hang out, Haru. Same as before. It's a secret operation. Well, that's not true, because you seem to have done a good job with them so far. But I have enough proficiency, rank 5, in order to help you out with it, so let's do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's hang out then. Take care of the planters a little bit. I do have some dexterous fingers. It's how I've been able to make all of our infiltration tools. Well, then we'll just have to hang out more often, won't we, Haru? Yeah, that'd be nice, Conquer, but I don't think they let you keep that stuff. They have to give you something to do at night, I suppose. Well, you might have a career in it, Haru. You never know. I mean, I know that you already have enough money to basically get through the rest of your life just fine, but... Oh, really? I didn't know you were... I mean, I know you've been to Boss's place, but I didn't know you liked coffee. Oh, I guess you don't necessarily like coffee that much. 10 varieties? Holy shit. That's a lot of tea, man. Oh, so it's a recent discovery. Okay. Like to see if Ryuji could ever get that, but somehow I doubt it. I don't know if he'll ever be able to grip the complexity of coffee. Then again, I don't know if I'll ever be able to grip the complexity of coffee myself, so I'm kind of in the same boat. Why not? Why not? Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. So they were trying to help you so that they can help themselves with your father. That seems a little... Well, that's not cool. Right. So the new president is Takakura-san, huh? That's not cool. Not cool either. He may just, Haru. He does sound a little bit suspicious. Well, sure, maybe, but they could also increase in value if the company's, you know, value goes up again. Right, yeah. I sure hope not. Yeah. Yeah, this is a pretty complex issue, Haru. I don't know if I can really offer you advice on this, because this is kind of over my head. Well, right. That's why it's advice, though, Haru. You can either use it, or you can just file it away in your brain and never think about it again. Well, good. I'm glad. Well, that's good. Because we do need you motivated in order to help us out in Mementos, so... So, for talking over complex issues with Haru, we get rank 2 of the Empress Confidant, and she finally gets the ability to baton pass. She's the last person out of our party in the game who will get it. And that makes her so much more useful in battle because we can just have her you know, pass to her if something's weak to Sai and just smack things up with it.
All right.
So that's good. Or guns, obviously, because she has one-shot kill, or her grenade launcher. Okay, sounds good, Haru.
Goodbye.
I'll be back to help you a different day, then. Let's see, tonight we're hanging out with EY. Okay.
Ah, you're back.
Ah, I'm back. Hifumi's also available tonight, but she says she wants to speak with us. Well, we can do that later. No big deal. But EY needs to talk to us because he's ready for rank 7, so let's go and work on that. Anything else to do tonight? Nope. Tomorrow I have to buy something from Shinjuku, so we'll do that, but not yet. And like I said, tomorrow we're also going to go do an event with one of our companions that we don't necessarily need to do, but it gets you a gift, and it's the only time in the game that you can actually get the gift, so I figure, you know what, let's go do it just so that we have it, you know? Might as well. I don't think this is any different than before. But I'm glad that he's being successful at his job there. It's good. Hey, EY, what's going on that you needed to see me? Right. Yeah, I want to work tonight. Okay. So what do you need to talk to me about tonight?
Good.
Guess it's something we need to talk about in private.
Actually,
Oh, really? And what did they say? Okay, so he was the one trying to figure out all of that. That was with the import that he did, right? The 10 million yen thing with the Hong Kong Mafia. I don't get it, though. He paid them off for guns, so why does he need guns from you?
interesting.
Oh, okay, you'll explain it to us. Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, definitely off. Oh, okay, I didn't know that, Conker. I'll have to keep that in mind for later. Might have to accept those right away then, so that if, like in the case of Hifumi, we'll just accept her message and then we'll go straight there. I'll have to keep that in mind. Good catch. Oh, okay, so they said that they set him up. They just got his money and ran. Yeah. That sucks. Really? Why would they do that? Oh, because they don't know. Okay. And he's trying to... Okay, I see. Well, I guess in a way, yeah, that is sort of clever, but at the same... It's underhanded, but clever. Then why doesn't anybody in the Mafia suspect it, or in the Yakuza suspect it then? Okay, so that's your plan then, huh? You got to tell the clan about everything, and then, I mean, you were retired with honors, so they would probably listen to what you have to say. You're practically like a veteran, basically. Except I think they treat their veterans, the Yakuza that is, a little bit better than the veterans I'm thinking of. Well, I'm glad for Kaoru there. It'll be good for him. Right, gotta follow the rules there. But something tells me it's gonna go south.
Yo.
So. Whoa, EY, hold the phone, man. Yeah, what are you trying to say? Are you going in by yourself? I don't think that's a good idea, man. I know that it's part of the code and everything, but shouldn't you have like a backup or something? Well, that's not... If you die, that's not going to put an end to it, dude. Well...
That's right.
Yeah, that's what I was going to suggest. I mean, it's dangerous as all hell, but it's better than you going by yourself. Well, then there you go. We'll both be safe because I'm a punk-ass civilian. So...
Good.
Okay. Sounds good, then. Okay, yeah, that'll work, I think. I actually, though, genuinely did use the quote-unquote special menu on the file that I have already saved in Mementos. I did some customization of the guns that I have. I got Ryuji and Morgana some slightly better guns because they just have their base level guns right now. So I upgraded them in the customization shop. And I think I also upgraded Akechi's laser pistol into its second form there. I didn't purchase a new one, I just upgraded it. I think it was slightly more accurate if I remember right, so. But anyway, for agreeing to help out EY with his little Yakuza spat with Suda, we get rank 7 of the Hangman Confidant, and we get a new ability, Expert Customization, which lets him customize some of the higher end guns that you can get in the game, which is pretty good.
Right.
It's a good alternative to actually purchasing new guns later on in the game, but mostly I care about accuracy on guns more so than damage. So sometimes his customizations will add accuracy, but sometimes they won't, and at that point it's not really worthwhile. So that's how that goes. Alright, you just let me know, EY. Later. Yeah, later. Yeah, that's been a constant struggle over this playthrough there, Conquer. Although, honestly, we've done pretty good with just base level guns for quite a while there, so. Somebody won't spot attention. Who could it be? It's Haru. And there's a festival in Asakusa tomorrow. Okay. You can get a gift for going there, by the way, and if you need points in order to rank up either Haru or Oya, this is a good opportunity to get points with both of them because they're both going to show up. But there's a gift that you can get here that you can't get any other time in the game, so we're going to grab it. Alright. You want some takoyaki? I can get you some takoyaki tomorrow. We'll get it while you're hanging out. Maybe we'll also find some fatty tuna while we're there. It is a festival, after all. I mean, they gotta have something, right? And what is a kumade? Or a kumad? I don't know how to pronounce that exactly. Actually, we'll find out in a few moments what it is. What are you apologizing for? This is fun. It's a lively little festival. It's cool. Yeah, it's got lots of people here hanging out at the stalls. Yeah. Kind of. So it's like this paper and wood, like, I don't really know what to call it. It's some sort of decoration, but apparently it brings good fortune, so. They reported it on TV, really? It almost kind of looks like a miniature kite, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. No, why not? Oh, okay, well that would be... Yeah, it'd probably bring us some good luck, so that'd be good. Who could that be? It's Oya. You make it sound like you don't like hanging out with me, Oya. What's up? An interview? I don't think Haru would like that. Not exactly. She seems to be taking it pretty well, though. I need to compose myself first. Yes, many times. Well, she is high class. Like, literally, she's 1 grade higher than me at school, so that's why she's high class. But, I mean, obviously, there's other reasons too, but... I mean, sort of, unless you just want to walk around and hang out. Oh, yeah, I don't care. More the merrier. What are you trying to say there? Yeah, I don't think she's got anything to fear there. Oh, yeah.
I see.
Yeah, she's, eccentric, basically. Yeah, she helped us out with a couple of different things over the course of the time we were the Phantom Thieves in our early going. Yeah, actually, that wouldn't have been a bad thing, although with her, that photo might have ended up being in one of her articles. That may not have been good. Well, I'm glad you like it. So we get a Kumade for hanging out with Haru here today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Later, Haru. What else we got here? Okay, so we're going to Shinjuku after this. We gotta go hang out with Chihaya.
Ah, you're back.
Well then.
Home shopping's on today, but we're not gonna watch it because most of the home shopping stuff is not very good. I said it before, I think, but I'm still used to the Persona 4 home shopping program where it's actually really worth it to watch because, like, some of the better end game equipment is actually sold through the home shopping channel towards the end of the game, which is pretty ridiculous. But that means it's useful, you know what I mean? So, okay, let's put up the Kumade. There we go. I don't know how it's standing up by itself, but sure, why not? Starting to make it look more lived in. We'll have like some other stuff to put up eventually here. But yeah, we need to go to Shinjuku next in order to hang out with Chihaya again. So that's where we're gonna go. I don't know what Ojiro you'd be able to get today, but I don't exactly need it anymore. Sorry, I gotta blow my nose again. Let's get out of here before the train closes, though. There we go. Ugh. Okay. Oh yeah, she probably would have been like, "Oh, friends, huh? Yeah, I see what you're saying. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink." Let's just avoid the rumors altogether. With the reporters spreading rumors that are supposed to be helping us. Of course, based on our current arrangement with Oya, she probably just would have spun the article in a way that wouldn't have made it like directly about either Haru or myself, but she's still media, so it's ingrained in her blood, you know what I mean? I forgot to do that thing where you go straight away to see Chihaya, but I did need to go to Shinjuku to buy something, so that's fine. We'll do it the next time we see Ifumi sending us a thing.
Hey.
Okay. But while we're here, I'd like to get batting science, because we'll be able to use that for when we're playing at the batting cages. It's not that useful. It just, basically when you read it, you get access to the third eye when you're batting. So it may help us with the expert one. But there's that sort of thing. There's a couple of other books that you can get here too. Like there's one that makes you better, like get more social stats when you play video games. And there's another one for, I think, fishing, I want to say. Like to make it so you can use the third eye while you're fishing too. But I'm not 100% sure about that. Is it? Yeah. But anyway, yeah, let's hang out with Chihaya now that we got our book, our last book. Well, it's actually, I think we're going to read that book soon. Like, that's going to be the book that we read the next time we have a seat on the train, so let's do the verification test, or, you know, just talk to you about the ADP. Sounds like she's at a roadblock, so let's see if we can help her out of said roadblock. So what's up? Right. How so? Yeah. What did you find that's so scary? Really? How do you not profit selling rock salt when you sell it for 100,000 yen? That's a little ridiculous. Where are they going to get rock salt that costs 100,000 yen? Is it like from inside of Mount Fuji or something? Yeah, I think they unlock after you do those activities once, but the likelihood of us playing any video games or fishing on this cycle is not very high, so... Okay, so why is he pushing you to sell the stone so badly, then? Did they induce brainwashing through drugs? What the hell? Oh my god. I can't tell. Are they taking a hit at, like, the Church of Scientology here, or what? I mean, I guess that's a little bit of a difficult topic, but I mean, I don't know, maybe. I don't know enough about Scientology, I'll be honest with you, to really put the connection there, but that seems like what it sounds like. Or at least they're bashing cults that do this sort of stuff, you know what I mean? Well, you were just doing what you had to. You know, I'm excusing her, though. I was saying that it was such bullshit before. I don't know why I'm excusing her at this point. Well, I think that's a good idea. Right. This is tough. Yeah, but I don't know if that's such a good idea, Chihaya. It might drag you down into a particularly nasty place. Oh boy. Guess we gotta do something about the chairman then. Well, there may be another way to help him. So, this Fukurai guy, what's his full name? Oh, okay, gotcha, Conker. So his full name is Yuichi Fukurai. Don't worry about it. I ain't gonna do nothing. Actually, I think if I said it in that particular accent, she'd be even more suspicious. But they've just been sitting there. How could they have changed? Your future's in line with the trickster. Well, I think I know what that means, but the question is whether or not she's gonna figure it out. I suppose we'll find out. So let's see if we can change the chairman's heart by getting a new request for mementos from Chihaya's confidant, debunking the psychic. Just piling these missions up, man. Okay.
Good night.
But yeah, the point of all of this stuff, where I'm getting all of these missions basically at once here, is that I didn't want to leave too many of our confidants hanging for too long, you know what I mean? Like, because I wasn't planning on going to Mementos to take care of these requests until basically a week from today, and I would have, like, if I would have gotten some of these requests earlier, first of all, it would have made it harder to make sure that I have everything, planned out to have a day to hang out with everyone, and second of all, it would have left somebody hanging for upwards of a month or two at a time, and I don't like that. So tried to do it all evenly because of that. So Yusuke is available. We can max out his confidant today, but we got to do this wisely, because basically there's nobody available other than Yusuke for right now on Fridays, if I recall correctly, during the daytime. So he's going to be the one that we're going to hang out with coming up here. On the next Friday, which is the 11th. But today, we're going to go hang out with Haru because we need to go get those carrots and then put some more carrots in and go from there. Anything else to do today? If you didn't get Jetayu out of lockdown just yet, you may want to grab him out of lockdown, again, if you're following along to a T. And if you didn't get Null Psi, you're probably going to want to try it again so that you can try to get it. But other than that, yeah, not too much to do. Or you could, you know, just save yourself the trouble and just use a persona that already nullifies or drains or repels psionic attacks instead. But, you know, I chose to do it the hard way to demonstrate it. Let's see if we got those vegetables. You said today they'd be ready, right? Okay, then let's harvest them. She said let's as in let us, Saizo. Why don't you help her out, you ass? Instead of just staring at her working. She could bury you in lawsuits, man. Anyway, we get a couple of Moonlight Carrots out of that, so that's cool. Yeah, Null or Absorb Psi, yeah. Repel Psi also works too, but I don't know, is there anything that repels Psi? I mean, I think there is, but I think they're really high-level personas, so I don't know. But let's put another crop down while we're here of carrots, and then we'll hang out with her. We'll tend to the garden. There we go. More carrots! And that one will be available on the 11th of November. We'll be back to hang out with... Well, actually, we won't be hanging out with Haru that day. That's the day we're going to max out Use Case Confidant, but we'll go from there. Yeah, they're, like I said, they're pretty high-leveled ones, I think. No, that's okay, Kira, no problem. Hopefully it's all good, though. Hopefully it's not, like, real-life stuff that would be stressful for you. I don't want to pry, I'm just saying I hope it's all okay. But anyway, let's hang out with Haru today. Which ones are we... Okay, I gotcha. Okay, yeah, let's check out the ones that we've got here in the planters. Let's hang out.
Thank you.
Let's take a look. Okay, Morgana, go finish off that takoyaki we got yesterday. I think I left it in a box in my... Well, actually, that wouldn't be good if I left it in my desk. Not exactly the best place for takoyaki. Don't eat the spicy one! I guess in a way. Did we ever find out what happened to Haru's mother? I don't remember if they specifically said what happened. Okay, well that's good. You got attached to these little plants, did you, Haru? Sounds like you're pretty serious about it then. Oh, it'll be fine. I'm sure you could just pay them off, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it'll be fine, Haru. I'm sure they'll appreciate you doing this. It's good practice for yourself, you know. Well, I'm just saying, I don't think they would take it that negatively. Partners in crime. This is the lamest crime I've ever pulled. Who do you mean by him? I think I know. Yeah. My advice? What do you mean? Oh my god. I mean, I know arranged marriages happen a lot in real life, but that just sounds scary, man. Like, I'd be like, oh my god, I have to spend the rest of my life with this person I just met? Holy shit. That's a crazy life to lead, I'll tell you. I don't think I would feel very strongly about leading that life myself, but... My mind wasn't even going there, Haru, I'll be honest with you. An early honeymoon? That sounds like... Right. It's pretty easy, Haru. Just tell him you don't want to go. Like, I know that you're not exactly good at this, but that's the easiest way. Just tell him you don't want to go. Yeah, don't let him take anything out of context, anything. Just say, no, I don't want to go on an early honeymoon. That's all there is to it. What's he gonna say? He's gonna go tell your father? I mean, I know that's a little morbid and probably too soon, but yeah. Right, yeah, that does kind of suck. Then that sounds like you're gonna have to be more assertive than you already are, Haru, so. And what did he say? Well, then you need to get him in front of a lawyer, Haru. Like, that's how this sort of stuff works. You need to get it in writing, legal writing, and that's the best way to do it, so. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to tell you that because I'm a silent protagonist, but usually when it comes to these sorts of matters, the best way to do it is to do it legally, so. Yeah, I don't want to go nowhere. I ain't going nowhere with you. Mm-mm. Really? How could he even do that though, Haru? Like, I don't see, I mean, he could sue them, but that would just be years in court and he probably wouldn't win. I mean, does he have a lawyer that could beat one of the largest fast food chain companies in the world? Another complex issue. Right, and that's why he's trying to hold on so desperately, Haru, so. Right. Right, exactly. Well, that's that true love thing, Haru, so.
I'm not so sure.
No. No, I can't say I have. It's a little too much for me right now. Something like that.
Yes.
Sounds like he could be an acquaintance at best. Well, I guess that's true. So, we'll see what we can do about him, Haru. You know, obviously we won't do anything rash, but if we can get you to be assertive enough to talk him down, then we should all benefit from it. So for chatting with Haru about her fiancé and what she's planning on doing in the future to stave him off, we get rank 3 of the Empress Confidant, and we get a new ability for Haru, Follow Up, so now she can do that as well.
All right.
So we're just gaining access to everything that everybody else can do at this point, but she needs to do some catching up a little bit, basically, to keep going with everyone. Okay. I'll be heading home, so take it easy, Haru. We'll have some time to hang out with her again tomorrow as well, so we'll get that rank up quickly. Who's tonight? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, like I said, our schedule's a little wonky right now. It's not our normal thing, but we'll get it. Oh my god. See, now they're telling the police exactly what they were telling us before, which is just like, welp. Great.
Ah, you're back.
I mean, that's a possibility. So they had to have been able to get access to the school somehow to plant that calling card. Well, that's true. She's doing investigative work, that's what she's doing. Oh, probably. Yeah, you might be right. Well, all we have are strings that we could pull out here, use case, so just hypothetically speaking, it's good to kind of speculate, I think. Oh, you're waiting for Akechi's opinion? Okay. Well, right, a normal person wouldn't, but there are some pretty weird people at our school. Yeah, I mean, maybe. So you're saying somebody else has the power at our school, maybe. Right. Well, I mean, how else would they get into the metaverse, right? I mean, they can't just, like, walk through the front door. Well, I guess that's true because they're framing us for all of this stuff, and it's like, you know, why would they just kill the principal if they were a student? Like, it would make sense if they had, like, a grudge against the principal, but then why would they also have a grudge against us, and how would they know about us, and blah, 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 blah. So there's too many questions that leaves, I suppose. I wonder. Yeah, probably, because we could just cut it off at the source. Well, this is a complex issue, guys. Don't be shitting on his parade too much. I don't know why I keep saying that. It's raining on his parade, but I imagine shitting on someone's parade is just as bad, if not worse. Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm glad that you're so overzealous about it there, Akechi, because it means that you'll have your hands full, obviously, but I think you can do it. Well, yeah, that's true. We gotta make sure she's safe and make sure we don't, like, totally get busted for this, so. Right. Then that's what we'll do. All in good time there, boss man. All in good time, and by that I mean tomorrow night. We will hang out. But tonight, well, we need to go hang out with Oya. Do I need to do anything else tonight? No, I already got the carrots. So, and I don't need to put Jetayu in lockdown because I already got Nalsai on my other file. So let's check this out. Let's go talk to her. Yeah, you're right, Conquer. You don't need to pay the fare. That's interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind. If they contact me on the day that I want to actually hang out with them that is, that'll be helpful. What do you want me to say? This is all way over my head, man. You do seem exhausted, though. Oh, excuse me. Well, yeah, you either have your eyes closed or super droopy, so... Yeah. And your quota's killing you, huh? Yeah, that's not a good thing there, Oya.
Shit.
Right, well, he is kind of holding all of this over your head, your boss, that is. Your chief. Gotta blow my nose again, sorry. Trying to shield my blowing with my body there so that it doesn't meet the microphone too much. Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, that's good then. That's a good little tip. Didn't even think to do that myself. Probably because I usually don't fast travel anywhere, so I usually just go there, and that's why I end up paying the fee. He kind of is, but he's kind of a tyrant with a glass floor underneath him, because as soon as you start disrupting things, he just falls through. I don't know if that's a good metaphor. Right. Yeah, no, that's not good at all. Well, what are we going to do about it, Lala? I mean, yeah. Well, there's the Phantom Thieves. Around November, you found out. Oh, okay, gotcha. I think we should chat with the Phantom Thieves about this. Right. Well, let's not go there, oh yeah, because you ain't gonna die if you tell me more about him. Not me specifically. His name is Shinpei Hanjo. Okay. Well, that doesn't really make any difference, but just needed the name, really. Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to do anything heroic. I'll just let Lala do that. No, no. We'll do something heroic just behind the scenes. That's all.
Sorry.
Well, that's fine. You needed someone to chat to anyway, so. And so we get yet another request for mementos by hanging with Oya tonight, fighting for truth in journalism. Again, we'll work on that soon. How many more do we have to get here? We get 1, 2, 3 more. It looks like before we go in. But tonight we have to do something very special in terms of mementos. But first we got to get through the day. So, hey Yusuke, what's up?
Yes.
I actually have some important plans to do after school. It won't seem like it at first, but it's pretty important.
I see.
Oh, don't worry, I know Yusuke. I'm aware of the weight of the situation. I will make sure that we do this without fail.
You have your notes?
Prove beyond a shadow of a doubt, or just get aggregated evidence? Because if they only need 51%, then that is pretty easy. Oh boy. Yes, Mr. Ushimaru.
You know it, right?
Age to listen to a trial? I don't think there's an age limit, sir.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure people can bring their babies in if they really want to. Gotcha. So if the Phantom Thieves get caught, we could all go watch them! Right. They'll probably televise it since they're public and all.
Nice going.
Well, I've been in and out of court before, Morgana, so I kind of have an understanding.
All right.
Right. Probably, but let's hope that we don't end up having that happen. That would suck. Of course, as players and watchers, we already know that that's exactly what happened. We got caught in the act, but, you know. We've got time, Morgana. We've got time. Trust me. You're good. And Haru's up on the roof. In a moment, we'll go hang out with her. We don't gotta pay a fee to go there, though, so we don't need to meet up for the palace either. So let's go up to the roof and hang out with Haru there. I don't gotta do anything else between now and then, so that's the thing. Because we've already got the Great Thief, so we don't need to go to the library. We've already got batting science, so we don't need to worry about that. And pretty soon we'll be able to put batting science to use as well, so not just yet, but soon. Hey Haru, need some help with the vegetables?
Why?
Can't say I'm a carpenter, but I can help. Let's hang out. You keep asking me that, I'm still gonna give you the same answer. A rare type of coffee, huh? Okay, yeah, that sounds like fun. Sure, let's head there. So where are we going? An expensive buffet, huh? I think I know where we're going then. Let's check it out. Right. Oh, okay. Right, okay. 6,000 yen for a cup of coffee? That's like... That's expensive, man. It's, yeah, it's gotta... There's gotta be something to it, then, that's gotta make it, like... I mean, obviously she's rich, so she doesn't care about the 6,000 yen, so she's just interested in how good it is. So if I said anything else, she'd be like, well, you know... But... There's gotta be something good to it. Exceedingly rare, huh? Yeah, probably a good idea. Haru, you you don't need to do that. I can pay for my own cup. Trust me. I don't have the kind of money you do, but I've got enough money to pay for one. Well, I'm just paying my own way, that's all. We'll split the bill, basically. I mean, if you insist, I guess. It would be impolite to refuse if she's insistent on it. Well, let's check it out. Down the hatch. Yeah, this is a little different than what we've been drinking. Then what would you consider it? I mean, it's not exactly dirty dishwater. Excuse me? Well, I sure hope they clean them before they put them in the coffee. Otherwise, I could probably... I don't think I would have drank it if you disclosed it to me earlier, Haru, so I appreciate that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, okay, thanks. Yeah, that's a good option. And instant regret. It's like instant coffee, except more death. Well, I guess we both need to broaden our horizon somewhat, but I think this is a little extreme, doesn't it? Kopi Luwak? Is that what that is? Or is it Uwak? No, probably Luwak. Okay, then. I'm seriously considering that third option where it says, excuse me while I vomit, because that option is... They collect the beans after it's been, well, excreted, to be blunt. I guess we could ask him if he's okay with it. Something tells me he's gonna rip your face off if you do, though. Oh my god. Yeah, he wouldn't appreciate that. I mean, I've seen him when it comes to beans. He doesn't have that. He's not having any of that. He would prefer fatty tuna. It does have quite a palate to it.
Huh?
Oh, this is the new boss. Okay. Well, we were trying some coffee. Some cafe au lait. Although I think that's drank in a bowl, so I don't think that's exactly true. Nice to meet you. Well, you know, I said he was sympathetic before, but sympathetic. I said he was suspicious before, but now he sort of sounds sympathetic, like he's just trying to make sure she doesn't have anything to worry about. No. Then again, though, it is the business world, so you never know. Oh, my chat refreshed. Huh. Well, I think they're considering putting it off. Well, it worries me too, but I think in a different way. Oh, I guess neither of us had to pay after all. Huh. Yeah, that's it, Haru. Later, Mr. CEO. Yeah, maybe in a New Game Plus. Sounds like we need to take you to Booktown, Haru, so you can study up on stocks and bonds and investments and all of that stuff. Yeah, all this time and no fatty tuna yet for him. I'll have to do something about that. Well, yeah, I'm kind of on the fence at this point because he seemed nice enough, but what you were saying about the suspiciousness of him kind of colored my opinion on him, so I'm not really sure. He's a tough one to crack, I'll say that. I'm just saying. Complex issue. I don't know, the rumors are proven wrong all the time, Haru, so... Sure, but... Well, actions speak louder than words. Maybe we just need to give him some time to make decisions about the company, and then we'll see. Of course, if we do that, the game will be over before we get Haru's rank all the way up, so I guess we'll have to move right along, won't we? Well, I get that. Well, good. I'm glad. Glad that you feel like you're one of us. So for discussing coffee and CEOs, we get rank 4 of the Empress Confidant, and Haru gets her talk ability that allows us to renegotiate with a shadow if we fail. Again, not that useful, but it's, you know, on the path to getting us better abilities, so that's fine. Yeah, I kind of figured. Oh boy, he may have some of your servants in his pockets too. Sounds like you need to hire some new staff, Haru. Oh jeez. Well, that sounds underhanded as hell. See, now I'm on the negative side of that Takakura guy again. I don't know what to think about this guy. Sounds like we need to probe him for information a little bit. Maybe next time.
Yes.
Well, that's usually where you start on campaigns like that, Haru. You start at the grassroots, so see what you can find out there and then just work your way up, that's all. No, probably not. Later, Haru. Excuse me, I don't need any more elephant dung in my diet. Thank you.
Ah, you're back.
Okay, and even though EY has a question for us, tonight is going to be the night. I mean, we can get EY's request for mementos and everything tonight if we were to go hang out with him, but... yeah, she could hire the rest of the group. Lord knows we could all use a little bit of money, except for me. I've got enough money as it is to last a while. But tonight, even though EY has a question for us, and we could go get his confidant mementos request there, it's finally time to work on getting Sojiro's confidant up a little bit further. And there ain't no better place to start than right here. Yeah, let's help out. We've got Bareth with us, so that'll get us some points with him. Let's help him out. Ah, okay. So it'll be like a family hangout tonight. Cool. Let's get everything done, and then we'll have you guys head home. I wonder what curry pizza would taste like. Or curry spaghetti. I imagine curry spaghetti would probably taste pretty good because it's just spaghetti instead of having like just regular old tomato sauce on it. It's got like it'd almost have like a meat sauce on it basically based on what's in curry. I think she's a fan, boss. Yeah, I'm with Futaba on this one. The curry does sound pretty good. It's good. It's good, boss. You got the right formula there. Uh-oh. Not this guy again. Oh, did you conquer? Well, that's good. We might have enough time to do that. I do plan on making coffee before the end of the Sai Palace area. So, and then I have one day in our intermission towards the very end of the game where I can actually spend it making coffee, so we'll go from there. That's it, boss. Put your foot down. The only person fucking with you is going to be the police when they're interrogating you as to why you were intruding on our business. Alright, Futaba, let him handle this. Right, exactly. He's willing and able, man. He may not look it. He worked for the government. He's got a little bit of money saved up. They get a pension after all. Something tells me they wouldn't send Futaba your way. Just thinking that way. What'd you call her? You get away from her? Oh my god. Not again. Why do people always fall around me? It's like I make them klutzes. Boy, I've heard those words before. Wish I could say it didn't work out, but... Actually, this wouldn't work out very well for me because I'm on probation, so... Oh, good lord. Damn it. Sounds like I've only caused everybody trouble again. Oh boy. That's what I'm saying, boss. But yeah, I wasn't gonna let him slug Futaba there. That would not have gone over well regardless. I would have broken his goddamn neck. Well, I don't know. You probably could have done some like crazy karate stuff on him or something. They probably trained you in the government, right? Or were you just like an office worker? I don't know. They never really elaborate on exactly what he did for the government, I think. Well, they say he was the liaison between the companies that Wakaba worked for, but they don't say specifically what his title was or anything. Well, at least she's okay. Well, I'm glad you're willing to help us out. Well, I'll try, but no promises. Yeah, no one touches my little sister! Yeah, apparently. Apparently it's just part of my aura. I'm naturally lucky, but I also make everyone around me a klutz. That's just great. And so for watching Futaba's uncle fall down a peg or two, we get rank 8 of the Hierophant Confidant there with Sojiro.
Alright.
Something tells me it's not over, though. I mean, obviously there's 2 ranks left, but this situation isn't over.
Time to head home.
Alright, I'll finish cleaning up my own stuff, so... What's up? Okay, yeah, just send me a message over chat if you need to. Just probably gotta talk about what happened. There it is. Big news! Let me guess. Yeah, that's what I figured. Would I be angry? No. I want to kick that son of a bitch's teeth in, so no. I would not be angry. Her uncle's name is Yuji or Yoji Ishiki. Okay, so... And what's that? Oh, yeah, I guess that would be a little much. I mean, we're working on your social skills, but that's a lot. That's a lot to be just handing out to people. Okay, that's fine. Just the 2 of us? I mean, yeah, that could work. I'll have to prepare, but yeah, that could work. Okay, so sounds like the 2 of us will be going in alone to take care of Futaba's uncle. So that gets us another Mementos request. The money-grubbing uncle. This one's a little special, though, because it's basically when you get this one, you can no longer rank up Futaba until you take care of Futaba's uncle for Sojiro there. You talk to Futaba, she says, hey, you know, do you want to go take care of this today? And then if you say yes, you end up going into Mementos and you spend the daytime just in Mementos fighting the boss. Like, they take you straight to her uncle and you fight him one-on-one with Joker, and then as long as you win, you can come out of it and, you know, go take care of whatever else business you need to take care of the following night. I'm going to take care of this one right away, though, because it's pretty important. Not to say that the ones for our other confidants aren't important, but this one's pretty close to home, you know what I mean? Oh, you found that out the hard way? Yeah. Part of the reason why I wanted to play ahead a little bit to get to this point was because I wanted to make sure of how exactly that event is treated. I wasn't sure if the event was treated when you do that as rank 9, or if you had to like spend the day and the evening. Turns out after you do the Mementos request, you have to spend an evening talking to Sojiro to get rank 9. So we'll take care of it, though. It won't be a big deal.
Whoa!
Sounds like the current political party that's in power split up. That's probably not good. The United Future Movement. Huh. Probably both at the same time. Sounds like that Shido guy's really making a name for himself. We better watch out for him. We just texting in class. Yes, we are. Yep. Trust me, it is, but we won't fail. Yeah, that's all. We just won't fail. It'll be fine. That's my job, Ryuji. I'm the team leader. I'm the one who's supposed to say that for sure. Yeah, apparently politics. Lots and lots of politics behind the scenes. If Yoshida was right, apparently Saizo has a potential future in it too, so hopefully he's interested in that stuff. Maybe that's why he caught on to that topic on the train, but I don't know. Right. Oh my god. Wanna fight about it, Inari? She's being sarcastic, you guys. Well, yeah, I mean, Makoto's probably the most anxious out of all of us because it's pretty close to home for her. Oh my god. This crazy bunch I hang out with. Okay, well, today is the day that we need to take care of that whole request there with Futaba's uncle, but we need to make some special preparations in order to be ready for that one. And by special preparations, I mean we need to go get Shikioji out in order to do this. Today, by the way, was the day that I got Null Sai on Jetayu at the Velvet Room when I released him from lockdown. So I'm going to show you what I fused him into, even though he doesn't have Null Sai right now. I'll just show you what I fused him into in order to make room for Shikioji. Who do I think would win in a fight between Futaba or Yusuke if they actually fought? Like non-Persona fighting, I feel like I don't know. I feel like Futaba would just like make a move and Yusuke would be like, he would just be over dramatic about it and like not win. In terms of Persona fighting, obviously Yusuke would win because his Persona is the one that actually has attacks. But real world fighting, I don't know, man. That's a tough question. I'd probably lean towards Futaba, though. Yeah, Kira's probably right. I'd probably lean more towards Futaba. So, Futaba's got a little bit more chutzpah, I think, than Yusuke does. That's my opinion, anyway.
Hey, inmate!
But yeah, so this was the day when I went in here to double check on Jetayu that I got Null Sai on the file that I actually got to Mementos for. So I says, oh, okay, you know what? Cool, we got that. So now let's fuse him away so that I can grab something else.
Are you sure?
And this is what we ended up using Bicorn for. So we go here to the fusions, we'll take Bicorn and fuse it with Jetayu to make Anubis.
Not terrible, but not impressive.
Which we'll need for a couple of fusions later on there. She could probably hack his brain. Yeah, probably. Now, let me just check my fusions to make sure. Let's see. So basically, with Anubis here, we obviously, if we had it, we'd want to pass on Null Sai, but we also want to pass on Defense Master. That's for a chain of fusions that I'm going to be doing down the line there, but just basically, if you're following along and you're fusing the way that I'm fusing, pass along Defense Master to him because it'll be useful for a fusion later. So I'm going to pretend this is Null Sai. We'll pass that, we'll pass Defense Master, and let's pass Terrunda. That seems like a decent idea.
Its power will be nothing.
Yeah,
unusual.
she does have the kick in the groin, so that would make make it a little easier to take care of him. But yeah, so this is what I fused after Jetayu got Null Sai. We'll use it, like I said, to pass up Null Sai into other things later. But we're also going to pass Defense Master up to something later, but we'll get to that later. But that obviously gives us one free slot, so now we can go back to our compendium and we can summon out Shikioji for this next part. First, obviously, let's take care of organizing everything for Anubis there. Dodge fire is not going to do you a damn lick of good, but that's okay. Because it's not actually
You certainly
what you're going to be using.
Justine.
I'll show you what I ended up giving it when I actually get to the next file.
These are the paths you have walked.
So, where's Shikioji? There you are.
Is this what you want? A fee is required. This is your power.
Yeah, that's basically it, Kira. Swift knee. Jam those toes up there, too. I can tell you from experience, it's not fun. I used to be in karate when I was younger, and obviously they'd have like sparring matches and everything, so you'd put on equipment to ensure that everything was happening well. This might be a little bit TMI, but one night I forgot my cup at home, and we still had to spar. You couldn't just sit out. I think you can imagine what happened. Because, of course, it's the one night that I forget some of my equipment, is the night that something terrible is going to happen. Needless to say, I wasn't walking straight for the rest of the day. Oh, boy. Sorry if that's TMI, just thought I'd share. But anyway, we have the special preparations. We have Shikioji here. We're gonna equip Ekaton Kairez anyway, just for the little bit of an attack buff there. But let's go chat with Futaba, and we'll see what goes on there. Yeah, it wasn't fun. I mean, I look back on it now and I just laugh at myself. But it wasn't fun in the moment. But it's no big deal. Now I know how powerful a kick to the groin can be, so obviously I've learned by experience that I can use it to my own benefit should anything ever happen to where I'm in a situation that it would help, you know? They say learning by experience is some of the easiest ways to learn, and in that department I can agree. But anyway, let's go take care of Sojiro's little issue with Futaba's uncle there. Now, I specifically grabbed Shikioji for a couple of reasons. One, the boss is vulnerable to Pulinpa, and two, he only ever uses physical attacks. So as long as we equip Shikioji, he can't touch us. And I'll show you in a moment just why that is. So obviously I used him for a little bit of money grinding on the file that I went to Mementos in. None of the requests that we're going to get in Mementos for the next time we go, in about 4 days in game, are ones where we can actually Pulinpa grind on them, so don't worry about that. But so now might be a decent time to do some money grinding if you need the money. So I did some. I ended up getting like 1.5 million yen out of it or something like that. He throws a lot of money at you, so
Thanks.
I'll show you once we get to that point. Oh, okay, well that's good then. Sounds like all we gotta do is go on Mementos, so. Yes, I could also teach it to a possible future daughter. In the event that I have a daughter later on in my life, I definitely want her to take self-defense, some sort of self-defense course, because I feel like that's kind of important, you know what I mean? Like, regardless of who you are, you never know when some sort of situation like that could come up, and it's better if you're prepared for something like that. Plus, it's good physical activity. I can say that from experience, too, so it would be good. I don't want to impose or anything like that, but I feel like it's pretty important to do that. Money, money, man. He just likes the money, money, man. Is he the money, money, man? I hope not. He might have the money, money, man. Let's find out. Did I bring you money? Well, I have a lot of it, but... No, I'm not going to be giving you any money. If anything, you'll be giving me money! Lots of it. I'd like to see you try. Yeah, I would honestly, if you haven't taken any self-defense courses, Kira, I would honestly look into taking one. I feel like it's good physical activity, one. It's good to know for yourself, too, and it almost will help with social interactions, too, because you kind of have to work with other people and stuff. At least in what I was doing, one of the major parts of when I did self-defense was that you had to come up with these, what were they called exactly? I don't remember exactly, but they were like situations where you got into a self-defense situation and you and a partner would act it out, how you would take the person down and ensure that they weren't hurting you anymore, they didn't have any way of fighting you. Like, you'd have to do takedowns and do, like, you know, obviously fake punches, but punches that would, like, take out their throat or take out their knees, like to knock them over easier or that sort of stuff. So it's a good thing to learn for yourself, just for self-defense, but it's also good physical activity and a good experience with working with others. It seems weird to say that when you're basically fake kicking the crap out of somebody every day, but it's good. I liked it, and I would recommend it, so. Yeah, me neither, Futaba. Let's take him down. So this guy's a Girame Kala. He's not like normal Girame Kalas, though. Well, good. I'm glad you see it that way, because you're about to be spewing money at me like a freaking slot machine. Anyway. But yeah, he's not like a normal Girame Kala in that he doesn't repel physical attacks. So, we can basically go over to Shikioji, nullify any attacks that he does, confuse him, and then smack the crap out of him until he's dead. So that's a good thing.
I'm not done.
Well, I mean, I can kind of... I can't say that I can completely understand the situation, Kira, because, I mean, it's obviously not something that you know, your situation is unique compared to the stuff that I've personally experienced, especially in that environment. Like, no, I can't say that I ever met somebody who's transitioning in a self-defense course, so I'm not sure how that, people might react to you, but I would still say it's a good experience, you know what I mean? I feel like even if people are kind of not as accepting about it, I feel like it's still a good experience. And honestly, people might surprise you, Kira. They might be more accepting than you think about that sort of stuff, because if you can prove that no matter what, you can still kick the crap out of them, I think people will respect you regardless. Not that obviously you'd be kicking the crap out of them, you'd be fake kicking the crap out of them, but, you'd be learning with other people in this activity that's both good for you and good for them, and it's good social interaction, you know what I mean? So, I'd recommend it. So, but anyway, let's kick the crap out of this guy now. The only thing about this guy that's a little bit different than others potential bosses that you can Pulimpa grind on is that he seems to have fast heal as an ability because he recovers from Pulimpa after a single turn of being confused. So sometimes that can make it a little difficult to fight him with it, but if you have someone like Shikioji on the job, then you're fine. Like, it won't even be trouble, because you'll just block whatever he does. Because the only move that he uses is Rising Slash, so you'll be fine, is what I'm saying. And obviously Futaba will help you out on occasion too. She'll give you some extra attack, defense, evasion, she'll charge you, or that sort of thing, so it'll be good. And I mean, I could debuff him with other personas as well, but why? I'll just keep doing this. I'd like to do this until he throws money anyway. But he'll throw a bunch of good items at you. He'll throw snuff souls, ointments, the whole gamut of good stuff, along with muscle drinks and hot morsels and the crap that you generally don't need. But you can always sell that crappy stuff off to EY. So. But this is the basic gist of it. Just confuse him, have him throw money at you, kick the crap out of him until he's close to dead, and then when you're done money grinding, then finish him off. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking there, Conquer, because, like I said, he recovers from it in a single turn, so... Yeah, no rush with it, Kira, but I would definitely recommend it if you're thinking about doing, something that... Once you're more comfortable, if you're thinking about doing something that would get you to kind of meet new people and try a new skill, that sort of thing, I would recommend trying a self-defense course. It was a good experience for me, and I'd recommend it to anybody. So, yes, Confusion is great. Confusion is a fantastic skill in this game, and it especially goes well when most of the bosses that you can confuse are ones that use primarily physical attacks. So, Shikioji just is the best for this job. But yeah, so there you go. There's the money that he'll throw. Usually, he'll throw between about 58,000 and 70,000 yen at this point. And I'm starting to wonder if that actually has anything to do with my luck stat. It might have a little bit to do with it, but probably not nearly as much as his level has to do with it, because he's a higher level Shadow, and this is a higher level mission. So, I think, honestly, that's having more of an effect. than anything else. Now, this is what I ended up doing. Basically, I just had him throw money, and this is probably one of the easiest ways to get lots of money together because it's always just Joker in the fight, so... Excuse me. So it's a good place to do it, if you're going to do it. If you honestly wanted to, you could probably get up to max money if you were okay with grinding for like 2 hours to do this. But I ended up getting 1.5 million yen out of it, which is 25 confusion money throws. It took about, I want to say, 20 minutes to do, so no longer than any of the other money grinding that I've done. But I ended up with a ton of money out of it, so, and I got some more ointment too. Yeah, I think it has something to do with it, but I don't think it has a super dramatic effect on it. Like, I don't think it's excessive, you know what I mean? I feel like it has an effect, but I don't feel like it's a super great... I don't think it's the only thing that has to do with it, you know what I mean? I feel like it has an effect, but not... It's not the whole effect, you know what I mean? I feel like it's also has to do with the level of personas that you're fighting. Because, I mean, Sandman had like 35 luck earlier on in the game too, I think, or he had something close to that, and we still ended up with getting like not as much money as we're getting now, you know what I mean? We got like between 40 and 50,000 because the Shadows were a lower level, but he's a higher level and he's giving us more money, so I'm starting to think that the equation is a little more complex than I thought, is basically my point. I don't know though, all I know is it works, man. It gets me lots of money, so I suppose I don't have to understand how it works. I just have to understand that I can do this. I don't know how he just died while he was confused, but it doesn't matter. It's only a matter of time, man. Quit delaying the inevitable. Oh, thanks. I don't know where you got that from, and I kind of don't want to know, but probably had it stored in his absolute storage space.
All right.
I actually got a pretty neat effect too at the end of this fight. I got a lucky critical hit when I finished him off, so it was pretty cool. This is probably gonna finish him. Yeah, I got when I did it off screen, like when I did it for the file that I got to Mementos already on. Joker got a critical hit to finish him off, so it was pretty cool. You got 52 to 55,000. Gotcha. Okay. So there's probably some complex formula in the inner workings of the game code. Again, all I know is that it works, man. So works for me, works for the game, works for me. And Shiki-Goji got a level up out of that, and so did Futaba. Cool. That's cool.
Seriously?
There's a couple of other instances where we'll be able to use Shiki-Goji for money grinding at this point, but there's not honestly that many more times that it's going to happen. Like I said, none of the ones that we're going to be fighting on the 13th actually are able to be money grinded on. The one for Mishima's rank 8 and one of the ones he's going to give you at the end of this month are available for money grinding, but after that there's nothing to money grind on anymore, so gotta do it while you can.
I'm so embarrassed.
Oh, so he really just wanted to be accepted the way that Futaba's mother was, huh? I don't know, man. Honestly, I feel like you just wanted more. You sounded like you just wanted more money out of all of this, if anything. Maybe. Well, it's never too late to change. You can always turn things around. Sounds like he wasn't a bad person in the end. He just was going about everything the wrong way. But for defeating Futaba's uncle's shadow there, we get the Venture Saber for Morgana. It's a good weapon for him. Even though it has low attack power, it increases his critical hit rate by a ton. And we're actually going to be able to, tomorrow in the game, purchase something that will increase his critical hit rate even more. So it's pretty good if you're planning on knocking people down with Miracle Punch. Good weapon, I think. Yep, he's safe now, so we should be good to go. We'll have to check on Sojiro on a night when he's available. Now, he is available tonight when you get out of here, but I don't want to do it tonight. I'd rather do it on a day that he's actually normally available on, so we're going to do it, let's see, tomorrow night is when we're going to do it. Tonight we got to hang out with Hifumi, so, because she did say she wanted to talk to us. So we'll go do that.
back.
But yeah, he's available no matter what night you go to Mementos to meet Futaba's uncle there. He's available and working that night, even if it was a night that he isn't normally available. But I'm pretty sure you can't actually help him if it's not a day where Futaba's normally available. Like tomorrow, there's no one available in terms of confidants that I actually want to hang out with during the daytime. But since Futaba's not normally available on Thursdays, I'm pretty sure you can't go and do it. So I had to make sure I did it on a day when she was available, and she's normally available on Wednesdays. So that's why we did it tonight. But regardless of that, Hifumi is available. So let's go and hang out with her and see what you want to talk to us about. Trying to think, is there anybody else that I need to get this stuff for? Yes, after this we need to hang out with... Excuse me. We need to hang out with EY again at some point in order to get his Mementos request, because that'll be the last one that we need to get, because we're going to get Hifumi's tonight. But we took care of that last one pretty easily, so we should be able to take care of this next one too. Okay, off to Konda Church. Only a few more days left, and tomorrow's going to go by fairly quickly, I think. I mean, Sojiro's event is kind of long at rank 9, but during the daytime we don't have anything to do, so... Off to Konda Church we go. Mishima's available tonight too if we want to hang out with him, but Hifumi's not available on the other day. Like, I'm going to be hanging out with Mishima on Friday, because he's available that day as well, and Hifumi's not available on Friday, so we can't just switch them like that, you know? What do you mean by that? She's using a lot of shogi metaphors, so I don't know necessarily that I understand, but maybe we can break through that barrier. As long as we have rank 5 knowledge, you can get to help her here, so... That's why I decided to get it so early, because then we can help her out without having to worry about it. Yeah. So what's been on your mind there, Hifumi?
Actually...
Okay. She wants you to lose it? Why does she want you to lose it? A strategy? I mean, I guess, but... Well, that's good staging, sure, but that doesn't... I don't know how I feel about that. She's doing it for the fame, though. That's the thing, and I don't really like that part of it. I mean, like I said, it's good staging. It makes sense, logically speaking, but you're using everyone else's feelings, basically. You're using everyone else's emotions to make yourself popular, and that's not good. Yeah, and somehow I feel like people are already on your ass about all of this, so somehow I feel like people will just see through that. Yeah, I guess, but again, I don't know, man. What, argue with her? No, I think it's the right thing to do. You've got your own voice. You gotta show it sometimes. She sees you as a symbol for popularity, huh?
It's terrible.
Well, that's not cool. She's using you like a tool or an object. Yeah, that's pretty crappy of her. Right.
However...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you can't just abandon it. It's a part of who you are, so... So, how can we make her reconsider her thoughts there, then? Let's put our heads together and figure this out. So she wanted to be a celebrity, but she didn't make it, so she wants you to do it for her? That's pretty shitty, man. Yeah, I like Hifumi's story there, too. I like the development that happens over the course of the whole thing. For a side character, I feel like she gets pretty good development, so... So, yeah, tell me your mom's name. That might help a little bit with this. Mitsuyo Togo. Okay. Nothing exactly, unless we count indirect things. But we receive another request in Mementos there for Hifumi's confidant. Upstaging the Stage Mother. That one's one of the later ones that you can do. Actually, it's in the Path of Exariath. It's like right after Winners Don't Use Cheats, which we still have to finish. But we'll figure that out. I do wonder, though, how did Saizo get out of that conversation? Like, was she just like, what does that have to do with it? And he was like, oh, it's nothing. And she was just like, kind of like, oh, okay. And then they went and played. Like, that's a tough situation to get out of. And they just sort of faded it to black. Like, oh, you don't need to worry about getting out of this convo. We'll get it for you. But anyway, since we've got some time on the train today, and since we're going to the batting cages anyway, let's read batting science. The pros use these techniques. Well, you never know, Morgana. I might be able to look at the way they do their stuff, and it'll give me some ideas. I say that after just having gotten a golf magazine in the mail today. And I haven't read one of those things in a long time, because all they do now in those golf magazines is they just put like ads for tobacco and friggin' like ads for golf clubs that are like way too expensive to even be in my league at this. It's just dumb. Yeah, exactly, Conquer. Exactly. Okay, sounds good.
All right.
So yes, now we can use the third eye to slow down the baseballs at the batting cages. And yep, it'll make it a little easier for us to hit the ball. I'm going to try to do it legit, though, before I use third eye. I should be able to do intermediate without using the third eye at all and hit all of the baseballs. But advanced might be a little too much. It just depends on how quick my trigger finger is. So I'll try to do them legit without using the third eye. But if I have to, I mean, I read the book, so why not, right? That's a deep yawn. I wonder if she's, like, still staying up late. Garbage day! What? No! Well, that's not good. Was there a three-legged crow among them? That's good luck, Kawakami. I think. I don't remember. Well, we'll see a three-legged crow later anyway, so... Probably. Let's take a look at them. Yeah, that's pretty easy to confuse. It looks like the top part of it, though, is a little bit further slanted down with bird. A kebab, really? It's an eye.
This is it.
Because if you look at the bottom part of it, they kind of look like wings almost, so that part of the bird would be the eye. You can kind of see it there. Right, exactly. So it almost looks like they don't have one, so that's why it's not in the kanji. Right, they're not blind though, they're not bats.
Nice going.
All right.
Okay. Well, that seems pretty easy to learn then. I mean, you kind of just go along with the sound that they make. Can I come in with the excuse the crows ate my homework, Kawakami? Is that gonna work, or what? Something tells me no. Well, there's a reason why they're called a murder of crows, Morgana, so they're pretty well ostracized by people in popular culture. Okay, so today, like I said, if you take a look here, Makoto's available. Takemi's available. Futaba would be available if it wasn't for the fact that she's currently at her Mementos request point. And Shinya is also available, but again, he's at his Mementos request point. So none of the confidants that I actually want to hang out with are available today. So we're just going to use today as a free day, and we're going to go shopping, do any shopping, and sell off excess loot that I have available. And then we're also going to go to the batting cages and to the intermediate ones. What is that next to us now? I think I know who that's supposed to be, but we'll find out later. Okay, so we need to go see EY, and we need to go see Takemi so that I can stock up on a few things. We also need to get Akechi an SP adhesive, so we're going to go get him that. On the file that I'm already in Mementos with him, though, I made another Koh-i-Noor for him because his Kuga spells will actually be fairly decent in the upcoming in-size palace there. I think there's a couple of enemies that are weak to bless attacks, if I remember right. And there's at least one shadow that you fight in Mementos there that is weak to bless, so having him in the party for that will actually be pretty good. I don't know if I'm actually going to equip the Koh-i-Noors for those shadow fights. I'll probably just keep the SP adhesives, to be honest, but it's still good for him to have. It increases his DPS, so I mean, of course it's good for him. And he can't exactly get Concentrate or Bless Boost or anything like that. It's not in his skill set, so you got to kind of compensate in other ways, basically. He does get some decent moves, though. Like, he's already got Fortify Spirit, which decreases his susceptibility to ailments. He'll get Attack Master eventually. Not that he'll need that eventually when I get Auto Materu, but he gets Samarikarm. He eventually gets Megadolion, which is pretty ridiculous. He gets Debilitate as his last skill, which is a really nice debuffing move for bosses. Actually, speaking of which, let's go to Akechi's stats. I want to see what order I have everything in here. Let's do, oh yeah, I didn't resort this at all. So let's do that. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, cool. EY. Yeah, I suppose. So let's shop today.
Okay.
Sell off the treasure that we got from Size Palace there, and the little infiltration that we did. But yeah, here's the Venture Saber, critical hit rate up high, so that's good.
Be sure to choose carefully. Just don't go using it for anything dangerous. I don't want to get caught up in a racket.
I decided, by the way, what I'm going to use this black robe on. I'm going to use it to make a piece of armor later in the game, but it's going to be like end game that we're going to be getting it. So life stones. I don't need to sell any of this. I'm actually going to sell off the Big Bang Burgers since I don't need to keep them. You can actually sell them. I misspoke previously. So I'm going to sell them. Sell these muscle drinks. Don't need those for going to the gym or anything. They don't actually help there, so. And other than that, yeah, I think we're good in that regard. So what did I buy when I came here the last time? I don't think I bought any new melee weapons. I will show you, though, there are some pretty decent melee weapons that are available now if you decide to... Oh, no, you know what? I did buy, actually, one. I bought the Mach Punch for Makoto there. I'm actually going to treat the Mach Punch as her ultimate weapon, only because of the agility +3. It's really good for her for the extra agility. It definitely helps her out in the late game because you start getting some stuff for Saizo later on that increases all of his stats by like a ton, and he's a higher level usually than the rest of the party overall. So in order for the rest of the party to keep up, you need to get stat boosts, and this is the best way to do that. It's not the best weapon for her, but how many times am I actually going to have her regularly physical attack anyway? So
don't break it, okay?
Bought that for her. Sold off the heavy pound because she doesn't need the strength so much as she needs the agility. The agility will help in any regard. The strength will only help if she's attacking physically.
All right,
and then there's also a new weapon that's good for Saizo that you may want to consider grabbing, the Parrying Dagger, which gives him agility +2. I'm not going to get one because we're going to get one in Size Palace from a locked chest, but if you don't have it, or if you couldn't get the locked chest, you may want to grab it. It's very accurate, it's pretty powerful as well, and I like the design of it too. It doesn't look like a Parrying Dagger, it looks more like a silver knife, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But other than that, I also, let's see, I didn't buy any ranged weapons. I did buy protectors, though. I sold off all of the dieting wraps that I had by purchasing other armor, basically, there for people. And I got the Fluted Guard for all of my male party members, and we sold out the dieting wraps. For Morgana, I grabbed the Measure Collar for the extra luck, which will help him again with Miracle Punch. And, oops.
All right, which one?
And then for female party members, I grabbed the Rune Dress for the extra
Better how to
magic
use
there.
it to pull a prank.
And that's about it, I think, in terms of armor. His accessories are no good, so I didn't bother with those, but I did also, like I said, customize Ryuji's Levinson into this version here. So I did that. I customized the slingshot. This makes it less accurate, though, so I don't like that one, so I did the slingshot HP. And then you can actually upgrade the gun that Anne has right now into the No Mercy 2, but all it does is increase attack power, so I was kind of like, no big deal. I could do the grenade launcher as well, but it makes it less accurate, so no thank you. And the Mobius becomes the Mobius 2, which is really accurate, as a laser pistol should be when you upgrade it. So I says, you know what, let's do it. And that's what I did. And I think that's all I did there. I had a lot more money left over after all of that than I do now, obviously, because I did all that money grinding. Once I was done purchasing all the stuff from the shops there, which it's probably the last purchase we're going to make from EY for a little while yet, until at least like after the next, not Size Palace, but the palace after that will probably be the next time we buy anything from the shops. I had like 4 million yen left over anyway, so it was quite a bit. Yes, there is a different version. There's a better version of the parrying dagger that you can actually grab later on in the game that gives endurance and agility +2, if I remember right. It's really good. It's going to be my endgame weapon for Saizo there. And that plus the fluted guard give him a bunch of agility and a little bit of endurance. So both of those are really good, and I'm going to be finding that version of the parrying dagger later on. So I believe you could find that version of the dagger in Mementos later, but I'm probably just going to buy the upgraded version of the parrying dagger myself, so just personal preference, that's all. Rather than trying to find it in random chests, I'll just buy it. I've got enough money, you know what I mean? But yeah, we're going to start working mostly on getting stat boosts for everybody as we go here. That will make it a lot easier for us to do stuff, so... Oh, and I didn't mention this guy before. So this is the potato vendor there, the sweet potato vendor. You can buy the Beni Azuma from him, which is it's not very good for 800 yen. It restores 10 SP, so it's not great. He does occasionally, though, I think on weekends, sell the legendary Yaki Umo, which is a sweet potato that restores 50 SP a pop for one ally. So it's not bad, but honestly, the vegetables that Haru grows are a lot better than anything that you can get from the sweet potato vendor. If you're not doing Haru's Confidant, then sure, you could probably get some decent stuff out of this guy, but why would you not want to do Haru's Confidant, you know? Like, it's pretty good, so, and she's a party member, so if anybody's gonna, you know, have their Confidant maxed out, it's gonna be your party members. Yeah, like you said, I'm pretty sure it's in a chest in Memento somewhere, but I'll probably buy it on the day that it becomes available in the shops, so... Just because it's guaranteed that way, you know. Unless I find it before then, in which case, so much the better, you know. So, let's buy some stuff.
Please head to the exam room.
Okay. So, let us buy an SP Adhesive 3 for Akechi. And then, I think I need to grab like a Relax Gel or something.
You want that one? Here you go.
There we go. Ointments that we have are good. I think I had like 15 of each by the time I was done with Futaba's uncle the last time, so that takes care of that. Thanks, Dr. Takemi. Okay, so now I'll save it again, and then we'll go and see if we can do the intermediate batting cages there.
I should write something.
It's not super important that we hit everything in the intermediate cages, but when I did it off screen, I actually got 2 home runs and I hit every other baseball, so I got both the home run prize and the slugger prize. And they were pretty good, so let's do the intermediate one. Despite the fact that there is that 4th line down there, there's never like an ultimate level 1 or anything like that, so don't worry about that happening later. Nice line drives, but
Nice.
gotta get a little more up in the air. Yeah, I was a little too late. That's okay. Yeah, that was a good one. I should have swung for the fences on that one. I guess I kind of did. Yeah, just a little short. That's okay.
Yes. Nice going.
Yeah, maybe, Conquer, maybe. He does have some other armor, maybe, that you found that would have bumped it up, so. There's the extra proficiency for doing the intermediate level. He'll give me the Slugger prize, because I did that one. We get a Vigor Sash, which gives us plus 50 HP. The home run prize for this rank is like the Anger Bandana, I think I want to say. What it does is if you're ever exposed to the Rage status ailment, you actually will do more damage when you're enraged. It's good if the enemies don't repel physical, but by this point in the game, every enemy that can rage us repels physical, basically, so you just end up killing yourself faster. So it's good in certain situations, but not great. It's especially not great since there's no way to like have your party members inflict rage on you, so it doesn't do a whole ton of good. Okay, well anyway, tonight we can chat with Sojiro about what happened in Mementos there. I think after this one, I'm actually going to call it for the day, and then tomorrow we'll continue working on getting closer to Mementos there. So let's have a chat with Sojiro about Futaba's uncle. Get that whole situation taken care of. Well, actually, you won't have to chase anyone out because we took care of the whole situation already.
Thanks.
Ooh, okay. Haven't really tried making curry yet, so this might be interesting. Uh-oh. Domestic Affairs is here. That's not good. Oh my god. What a load of shit. Man, he was quick on that police report. Holy shit, we went the next day, man. What the hell? Oh, he sent it anonymously? Okay. Well, I'm glad that Boss is taking this in stride, because that was kind of scary. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. Have you seen me lately, though, guy? Well, I guess you haven't, but... Yeah, stupidly quick, yeah.
That's not true.
Yeah, he was gonna lay a finger on Futaba, so I stepped in, and, well, he just sorta... And what did that say? Well, good. I'm glad that the school's at least kept up with that part of the bargain. I am top of the class, after all, so... Right. How is it living with him? He's a bit of a nag. No, it's great, man. I've had nothing but good times here. She's done so well for herself. She said the D word!
Taba.
Oh boy. There's gonna be some waterworks soon. Yeah, try the curry, it's delicious. Well, cool. I'm glad they could see the truth of things. Maybe they should hire these investigators to look into the Phantom Thieves. They'll find that there's no problems there, I'm sure. Oh boy. Well, sweet, we got out of that one scot-free. Not bad. Yes, we did. You're a little quiet over there, boss, but you know, you did good. We all did good. Sounds like you're out of trouble. Uh-oh. There go the waterworks, man. Well, you said the D word, Futaba, so I mean... And as usual, Futaba will totally bring the mood back into comic relief. No surprise with this family. Well, yeah, and it's where you belong too, so... Oh boy. Well, I prepped the curry tonight, so hopefully it's good. But we're finally settling things with Futaba's uncle and all of the issues that he could have but never actually ended up causing us. We get rank 9 of the Hierophant Confidant there, and it gets us access to curry tips, which increases the amount of SP that curry restores when you make it to your allies. So that's good.
All right.
Yeah, me too. I'm hungry as well at this point, so that's why I'm thinking I might call it, because I haven't eaten since 2:30 this afternoon, and it's currently 7:45. So, yeah, there's that. It's unfamiliar to me, but I like the sound of it. She's got your number there, boss. Oh, these two. They're so good together. Yeah, that's okay, though. I'll be done soon, and then I will take care of that for myself. Oh, well, Kawakami's giving us an opportunity to slack off again. Cool. Yeah, exactly, Conquer.
What do you want to do?
Make lockpicks, Morgana. Make lockpicks. Well, the guy behind me might notice, but he doesn't seem to be saying anything, so... we could make the Eternal Lockpick if we had access to the aluminum sheets and liquid mercury for it, but it's okay. I was also thinking about possibly making reserve ammo, but now that we have access to that part of Shinya's Confidant where we get more bullets, I don't think we need the reserve ammo. And even if I wanted to, 1, we don't have the red phosphorus for it, and 2, why would I waste 10 aluminum sheets on that when I could waste 20 on a lockpick that never breaks? You know what I mean? So let's just make regular lockpicks.
Okay.
Excuse me. See what we can do.
For real?
We got 3 more lockpicks. Cool. That might actually suit us for the entirety of Size Palace, too, so that'll be good. Even so, I mean, we have 14 lockpicks at this point. I don't think we're ever going to need any more than that for the rest of the game, so...
You got it.
Yeah, I'll have to call her at some point and be like, hey, thanks for all the free time. Well, anyway, let's check who's contacting me today. So Haru's available and Yusuke's available to hang out with today. So Yusuke is the one that we're going to hang out with, but today I got to go check on my vegetables. So let's go up to the roof first before we call it, and then we'll do that. So... yeah, he's the real MVP. We should make him like an honorary Phantom Thief or something. You know, once everybody eventually probably... I don't know if they'll find out about our identities, but if he ever did find out about our identities, which no shock there because I'm making like lockpicks and infiltration tools right in front of him half the game, I'm pretty sure he'll be able to figure it out. If, you know, he ever had any lines. Which he doesn't, but, you know. Yeah, thanks, Nameless NPC. You done a good thing. How are those vegetables doing, Haru? Cool. What do we got? Let's see. Do we hang out with Haru again? Yeah, we do. Tomorrow in the game we'll hang out with her. We could hang out with her today, but again, Yusuke's available today, so I gotta make sure I take care of his stuff. But anyway, yeah, so we got a couple more Moonlight Carrots. Let's plant my next crop before we go for the day. We'll plant some Sun Tomatoes, because this should give us just enough time to finish out the free time that we have between now and the end of the Size Palace thing. Because like I said, the 17th is the last day that you can do anything free time-wise. So again, I'm pushing back Size Palace quite a bit here, but it's okay. We'll make it through there. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got this. But the Sun Tomatoes will be ready on the 17th, which is our last day of free time. So we'll make sure that we stop there to get the tomatoes before we see Shinya for rank 9, which will happen on the 17th. But before we do that, we need to go hang out with Yusuke and a few of our other confidants in order to actually get to the time when we're going to be going to Mementos. And then we need to beat all these requests that we've got, and then some, because we're still going to get, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to get one more between now and when we go to Mementos. And then we got to see how much we can do, because there's a lot to do in Mementos the next time. So we will take care of all of that stuff on the next episode of Persona 5, the Stream Edition. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream, and I will see all of you on the next one. Take care, and have a good night. And again, I know I'm pushing back the palace quite a bit. We probably won't get the palace done until like the 4th stream of this week, because it is fairly long, but don't worry about it. I got this. I know exactly what I'm doing. This is gonna end terribly. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you all next time.